हेलो everyone. How are you? आज है Creators Invitational and today is going to be a very important day. First of all, it's Sunday I think over there. Welcome everyone. मज़ा आने वाला है. Last 2 days were quite rough for Sagar. I mean not rapid, I think Blitz. But today is going to be super interesting. क्या क्या हो रहा है मैं दिखाती हूँ अभी अभी. Pairings are सारे राउंड के टूर्नामेंट बहुत फटाफट खत्म होने वाला है जस्ट 3 hours बिकॉज देन वी हैव द ब्लिट्स टूर्नामेंट वेयर टॉप 10 people have qualified and let me very quickly take you to the boards right now because all the creators are going to be playing on the top 5 boards तो मज़ा आने वाला है. Let me first see if everything is fine in the stream and I don't even know who Sagar's opponent is. Let me just check. It is Dina Belenkaya. Oh, wow. Let's go full screen and see what's happening there as well. Alright, there everything looks good, but I cannot still see Sagar. Maybe things are going on there. But यहाँ पे ही जो भी होना है सब होने वाला है. Also, we do have on first board Aman Hambleton versus Levy Rozman. Wow, that's very strict checking there for anti-cheating measures. Then we do have Botez. Okay, that's cool. We have the Julien Song there. Then we have Dina Belenkaya. Oh, Sagar is playing with John Bartholomew. Wait, maybe I was checking round 2 pairings. Let's look at the round. Yes, this one. Sagar is playing with John. I think he is the highest seeded here, the top seeded in Creators Invitational. He is on 2416 rated. Sagar's Blitz rating is 2307 right now, but I think he's going to be losing some points, and that's the anti-cheating measures happening there. And done. Okay. Good luck, Sagar, says Rufter issue. Aryan says, yo, good luck, Sagar. Sagar, go Sagar Shah. Sagar is getting ready for chess. Absolutely. जल्दी शुरू करो, हमें सागर भाई को डोमिनेट करते हुए देखना है, says Harman. Always with positive thoughts. Him Babu says, excited for this, rooting for Mr. Bartholomew. Class act like Dania. Standard series and climbing the rating ladder is some of the most instructional chess he does in YouTube. Oh, very nice. Great to know you following him. And guys, first of all, a big thanks to Charlotte, Chess Center. And I think what Dania's family and his friends, they have managed to do over here is incredible. We're gonna be bringing more of it, more details of it. In fact, tomorrow Sagar is going to be visiting the Charlotte Chess Center as well. So बहुत कुछ पता चला यहाँ पे. We got to learn so many new things. It's amazing. In fact, one of the thing what Sagar shared is after the round is over, the players only go and there is a result ka thing over there. They only write the result, which is amazing. There's no person to do it. So some of the things how they are able to save time and such little things, too good. But so yesterday we did see that Blitz is very difficult for Sagar. He scored 3.5 out of 11. Of course, he messed up a lot of good games, like winning games. So that was there. But I think that was still a good practice. And Blitz, we realized, is a very different act. And आज देखते हैं क्या होगा. ओके, कहाँ जा रहे हो? अच्छा, तालियां बज रही है. जो भी है कुछ तो बोला रहेगा. So congratulations, Sagar. Guys, all those who are, oh, that's, oops. Oh, मुझे समझ गया क्या हो रहा है. अभी यही यूज़ करना है, वो है ही नहीं. अभी किसके लिए ताली बज रही है? लेट्स गो एंड चेक. Okay, there we have Eric Rosen versus Aman Hambleton, and Eric played so well yesterday. In fact, today Irene will join when Eric and Sagar are playing. I should actually send her the room number. And that's board number 2. That's Julien Song versus Botez. And then I think that's Andrea versus Dina. And here we have Levy versus Danny. Both sitting quite relaxed. Levy is wearing a maybe football shirt or what? You guys would know better. And there we have Sagar versus John. So Sagar is already playing a higher seed in the first round. Many times momentum does matter. But let's see if also he's able to, beat John in first round. I think that would be an amazing start. But I think John played well in the earlier event. Kafi taaliya baj rahi, guys. I want to listen what's happening there. Let me see if I have the overview camera. Okay, we do have the overview camera. Lovely. Wow, we also have this angle over here. And there you see, I think they're announcing things over here. Peter, maybe. Yeah. But look at the crowd. I didn't know so many people would be there. It is insane. That was Mike who spoke. Wow. That's Abhyudaya over there. Let's go, Abhyubhai. We also have. Oh, maybe these are the people who bought tickets. Right. Because we do have, Kshitij, who is volunteering for us. It's amazing that we met him here, and then he's been very kind, and last 2 days he was helping. And yeah, he had mentioned like this is how I guess people will get to see the event who have paid and bought the tickets. So cool. Oh, it started, guys. The games have started. चलो चलो जल्दी ही जाते हैं इस पे बोर्ड पे एंड देखते हैं क्या चल रहा है. इधर अभी तक आया नहीं है. ओके, लेट मी रिफ्रेश क्योंकि मैं मूव भी नहीं कर पाऊंगी एंड विल मिस एवरीथिंग. वेट अ सेकंड, आई आल्सो हैव टू मैसेज समबडी. Okay, it started. Game has started, but it is, yes. Oh, different item. Okay, we have got it. We have updated it, and we have got the link. Let's start from beginning. So Sagar starts with knight f3. By the way, chat को पूरा ही देखा नहीं, but काफ़ी लोग आ रहे हैं, सो मज़ेदार अभी शुरू हो गया है. सागर एरिक ऐसी चलो सागर भाई, सागर कार्लसन, चैट इज सुपर फनी. सागर नस कार्लसन नस वाला कर दिया है. कुछ भी चल रहा है चैट में. बट गाइज डू ड्रॉप योर कमेंट वंस, डोंट स्पैम, so that edit creator just some sub still 3 millions. Yes, definitely. Knight f3, d5, g3. So he's going for the Catalan setup over here. He goes d4. This he has played quite a lot earlier. And knight b d2. Well, e6. I think he's going to be trying for e4 break. And there you go. He does get e4 takes. Knight takes e4. I think one thing is nice to see here, that Sagar has more time. Whoa, until now. Rook e4. He goes knight f6. Sagar comes back, short castle, c3 and h6 and queen b3. And I'm loving the speed with which my husband is playing. क्या बात है, he has more time on the clock. Okay, he's doing well. I love this a5 pawn which has clamped everything over here, and I love that he has double bishops at least at this moment. If these get exchanged, then you will land up in opposite colored bishop. Always, most likely they would think, okay, opposite colored bishop matlab draw, but it does depend when you have major pieces, the one who is in attacking position. So dekhte hain, knight d5. He goes back. He doesn't want to. Wow, lovely move. He finds the best move here to retain that bishop. And later you're going to kick the knight away. And the knight has no good squares. Everything is covered. The knight will have to go back. c4. Do you want to go c4? Do you want to first bring your rook? Even that is fine. But yeah, you have to be a bit careful. Maybe direct c4 works. And he's thinking, but he has to make sure that he doesn't take a lot of time here. Quickly to show you the full screen view. Let me just adjust it a bit because the board is covering. Yep, there we have even the full screen view ready. So we will keep shifting actually. Let's go back. Oops. Yeah, either way. So c4 played, knight f6, and then he goes bishop c3. Sagar is better with more time on clock. Great position, center control, double bishop. Lot of imbalances are in his favor, but what black will try to find a counterplay, something over here. Black must try. Black would have loved if he would get any of the break which is successful, but you see c5 is very difficult. Maybe e5 is the break which he's going to try. Why did he go queen b3? Rook a d1 was a very nice move, very simple move. I think something about it bothered him, so he went queen c2 back, which was a bit unnecessary. It allows e5 and helps black to kind of wriggle out. Now you have d5 move, you also have c5, so this is a moment where it starts becoming a bit confusing for Sagar. सोचना पड़ेगा because बहुत सारे options है, बहुत सारे tempting options है, most of all. So that's why he'll have to think a bit. So time लेना पड़ेगा, but this is something where he should not use all of his time. Very critical. Just making the video bigger. Yeah, there you go. c5 खेला वो, bishop, good move. Bishop f8, b4, ed4, bishop d4, knight goes to e5. Ooh, what? First he had to go rook e8. Acha, so that there is no disco. Arey yaar, now he's losing the double bishop advantage. But not just that, now he has to be a bit careful, because all these pawns could become weakness and they are on dark square. So if you lose one, rest of them will fall. So he will have to be super careful. One move had to be played and distracted this position यहाँ पे, but he's down to 20 seconds and he has to play fast. He's done well until now. It's amazing. And this is the moment where the queen is going to enter and create a lot of issues. Queen c3, already maybe you are losing a pawn. Ooh, and you will not. If you lose b4, you lose everything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But wait, can you try to also win b7 pawn and put pressure on f7? So king g2 खेलने का इधर खेलना ही पड़ेगा. 9 seconds on the clock and he had played such a good game actually. Sagar on fire, vicious from the start. Thank you. Yes, he did play really well. Found some good moves. It didn't work out. Okay, maybe some perpetual chances if at all you could try to, nope, bishop c5, queen e8 check, king g7, queen e5 check. Nahi, bishop f3 abhi hai, queen f2. Okay, this is a resignable position because you lose a piece and not much over there. So this is losing. अच्छा खेला था, I think वो just miss हो गया and he resigns. Let's quickly see which other boards are happening. There's Eric playing with Aman Hambleton, and Aman is winning the game over here. Also want to show you Botez. We have Botez playing against Julien Song. So Julien Song is winning this. He has two knights, and yeah, the queen and knight are very powerful. This knight is doing really well. By the way, Dina Belenkaya beat Andrea Botez. Then Danny Rensch lost to Levy. I think interesting results. First round, Aman is beating Eric. Interestingly, there is no draw. Oh, maybe this one might have some chance for a draw. Yeah, the final moments, Julien Song versus Botez. It's it's amazing that such a tournament is happening, Creators Invitational, because I think it's the first time something like this has happened. And yeah, the creators are getting a chance. Many, because not all of them are actively playing, so they are able to play, and because of that you are practicing a bit more. So काफी interesting है, very well thought of. We have Mohammad Ziauddin Hassan. Welcome to the backer of Indian chess. Wow, you are now a member. And the game has ended. Julien Song beats Botez in the first round. He was higher rated. So let's quickly go through the results over here. And let me also show you the overview camera here. This is the overview camera. Sagar, you played well. You played really amazing. So keep going there. I'm just gonna quickly show you. This is the second round, by the way, and they're immediately going to start because the pairings are ready. He's going to be playing with Dina Belenkaya here. That's the pairing. But before that, I'm just quickly going to get to the first round games. So Eric Rosen lost to Aman Hambleton. Wimbledon. I was gonna say Wimbledon. Julien Song beats Alexandra Botez. Andrea Botez lost to Dina Belenkaya. Sagar lost to John Bartholomew, and Danny Rensch lost to Levy. And in Sagar's game, I just want to show that it was a great game. I think he had a great opening. For all those who are joining right now, just a quick recap of it. Yeah. Oh, wait. I have to shift to the board. This is okay. Wait a second. Yes, over here. We'll keep the third board because we'll know when he comes here. So in knight f3 d5, how is the chat going? Great. Oh, we have 250 people in the chat. Great to see that. And I have some comments also. Amruta, please add a subscriber count if possible. See, we are on the verge of 3 million. Yeah, I think that's the big thanks to Nordwin Gaming. The stream is happening from India. Actually, it's all on their computers, their servers, and magically we have connected everything where I am able to handle the OBS and stuff. They have made all the settings. It's all quite professional, easy, these buttons and so on. So काफ़ी सही है. So yeah, it's refreshing to see Sagar Bhai on the board in an actual competitive tournament rather than commentary panel for once. Rajinikantan. It's interesting. It was yesterday was a tough day for him in terms of results, but I think he dealt well. Wait a second, somebody's at the door. Sagar, you played so well, man. Time है क्या राउंड को?
हाँ 11 बजे.
हाँ, you played so well. I just gonna go through the recap right now.
Yeah.
Oh, because you were so better. You were clearly better, you know. कितना fast खेला.
हाँ.
Speed भी ये देख नहीं तो हमेशा first 10 moves you're almost 235 and your opponent is 3 minutes. So this was all so good. You played a5 and you got a bishop d2, best move you found over here. Then he played rook d8, c4 भी बढ़िया खेला. Knight went back, bishop c3, knight d7 and now rook a d1 क्यों नहीं खेला यहाँ पे? Because now if e5 is not so powerful.
But I could play d5 anyway. I played what?
Yes, yeah, you could even play. You played queen c2 and queen is very good over here actually.
No, I wanted to bring my queen from e4 to g4 actually.
But ये इसका कुछ नहीं था क्या तुमको पहले?
मेरे को ये डिफेंडेड रखना था. Somehow bishop अगर मूव हो गया तो.
Okay, got it. So queen c2 को that chance he got to play e5 first of all.
I think d5 now would have been nice.
Yeah, d5 was c5 was also good, but maybe d5 is practically easier to play. cd5, bishop d5.
I think so because if cd5 I take,
yeah, it's
then bishop b4 शायद से.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Knight. I mean, this is isolated, so you attack again over here. So you played c5, bishop f8, and यहाँ पे you played b4. ये भी अच्छा खेला. ed4. इधर तुमको एक intermezzo करनी थी because this knight e5 is. So ये move के लिए suddenly मतलब fast खेला रहेगा ना bishop d4. इसके लिए टाइम सोचा नहीं रहेगा बीच में.
बट द थिंग इज आई थॉट ऑलरेडी नाउ अभी इक्वल हो गया है पोजीशन.
हाँ.
तो अभी इक्वालिटी के लिए जाते हैं तो ड्रॉ हो सकता है.
बट फिर हाँ ओके गॉट इट. ये टैक्टिकली मिस हुआ ना पर
मैंने देखा मैंने क्या सोचा.
हाँ.
मेरा इधर somehow my queen ended up on e1 in my head. So I took on e5, queen e5 and अभी मैं rook d1 and अभी मैंने सोचा queen e4 आएगा.
So this is kind of protected.
Somehow queen e4 आएगा. अब ये भी बच जाएगा. ये भी तो इक्वल है. बट अभी शायद से
इधर से तो गॉन है कंप्लीट. मतलब किंग g2 would may still help to survive in some way.
Queen
because you are then trying to
idea bishop c8. मुझे लगा चांस था ड्रॉ का बट टाइम भी कम हो गया था तो.
हाँ इधर because you managed time and very well. You were in fact having more time. You were completely positionally मतलब उस पे full pressure था. So सिर्फ ये moment I think maybe I would still say rook e8 over here in between was kind of
rook e8 bishop
and then
d4 knight
this
e5
should be okay. Bishop
g2.
This
this is equal maybe.
मतलब हाँ you may I mean it could be risk. This is already a risk. Yeah, you have space. That's why practically it would be better rook a d1 only over here at the end of it. This looks much better because now if you take bishop d5 the queen stays here.
Knight c5 maybe.
Then you have to go back of course.
Then b4 right?
हाँ पर अच्छा खेला. Good game and good speed. You're doing well. Let's go. Jai Shri, it was really an impressive performance from Sagar. Well played, Sagar bhai.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hikaru not playing with creators. Guys, Hikaru ऐसे खेला तो हम लोग को सबको धो डालेगा वो. तो इसके लिए
Hikaru is like जा सागर जा जी ले अपनी जिंदगी. तू खेल वरना Hikaru would thrash Sagar like anything. Like maybe Hikaru would have 3 minutes on the clock at the end of the game, Sagar? Huh? Not sure. Maybe Sagar is like no, he will not thrash me. I am playing so well here. ये भी हो सकता है. Actually, right now the way Sagar played, I think he has very good chances to come in top. Like the stream, guys, so the stream gets pushed to more people and we all together support Sagar sir and see him win. Let's go, Sagar sir. We are all with you. All the best for your games ahead, says Shashwat. Shashwat, thank you very much. Yes, guys, it's interesting. Like karo stream ko. We have, maybe this is a sentence to say. Sagar, all the best. Peace of mind is nice. Looking good. Guys, if you like Sagar's shirt, do check out our Chessbiz India shop. वहाँ पे you will get this one, and this one is a super hit. Mumbai में we had a stall, Chessbiz India stall. Lot of people bought this shirt. They loved it. It's a new launch, so check it out. Ruket even missed, otherwise he was on fire. Afterwards also I think, look, you cannot play super accurately, but what you can do is still, even if you थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है, how you don't make like a big mistake. Yes, Harman says yesterday has made Sagar more like stronger and careful. It was just he missed disco. Disco, I think not even disco, he saw that. Thank you guys for following, for watching. Like the stream immediately. The next round is going to begin. Let's have overview camera. Maybe I have to change some buttons to make it easy for me myself. Um, Tell him to play Sicilian. Okay, by the way, yeah, Dina is already over here. Just getting. कुछ तो है अभी. Okay, guys, something is blocking Sagar, but I think it will be adjusted soon. So no worries. Alright, done. I just making some changes. Should be fine now. I believe. All good, all good. Let's get ready for the third game, which is Dina Belenkaya versus Sagar Shah. Also, the other pairings are Aman Hambleton versus Levy Rozman, John Bartholomew versus Danny Rensch, Alexandra Botez versus Andrea Botez, Eric Rosen versus Julien Song. 1 second. Okay, there you go. The game has begun. Let's go. D4, G6, C4, Bishop G7. What is he going to be playing here? Rooting for Sagar. Thank you, guys. Dina arrived. Let's go. Full support. B3 खेलने को बोलो से संकेत जोशी. Tell him to play Sicilian Khan. ये क्या ही चल रहा है इधर. लेट्स लुक एट द ओपनिंग आफ्टर नाइट C3 C5. मार दिया बिशप C3 BC3. he's given a dark square bishop over here and the diagonal is completely open. He goes F5. ये क्या मूव है? he's prepared though. 1 second खेल लिया है. and Dina has 3 minutes on the clock. H4 played by Dina. Has she also prepared it? Sagar going lower on time, but he must play fast. Knight f6. I believe Dina is going to go for h5 over here. Okay, the camera which was blocking, now everything looks okay, which is good. सागर का कैमरा थोड़ा बड़ा कर लेती हूँ. I think yes. h5 नहीं खेला उसने. She went for a simple e3 over here, but that what are you saying? It has changed the assessment like by 1, you know. It's like h5 is plus 0.6, e3 is like minus 0.6. It's changed from 1.2. So this move is as good as losing a pawn. I cannot even believe it, but it must not be something very easy. Just d6 or e5. Okay, he played queen a5, attacking c3. I like the move, developing your queen. Bishop on d2 doesn't look good at all to me. d6 played. You know, now you have all the pawns on the dark square, jabki dark square bishop has been exchanged. And imagine if you had a dark square bishop, yes, it would have attacked this, but ये होता ही नहीं था उसके साथ. Bishop e2, knight bd7, h5 played. Now, very important is maro mat. Obviously, he knows that. Go g5 or rook g8. Rook g8 is good. He finds the best move. Jitu bhai is also weak. Queen c2. Knight goes to b6. Arey, knight e5 pe kyun nahi? Because you feel a bit scared of f4 in the future. You know, it's not happening immediately. Also, knight f3 is challenging. So, he went knight b6 to retain the pieces. Knight f3. Bishop goes to d7. You know, funnily, here even move gh5 is possible because you are attacking g2 pawn. But I think it's very hard to make such a move and spoil your pawn structure. Knight goes to g5 and he makes a mistake. Here बहुत ही ज़रूरी था to take on h5. Attack this. क्यों नहीं मिल रहा है? Material मिल रहा है यार उसको. What would she have done here? Bishop h5 check तो आ नहीं रहा था. Knight takes h5, rook takes h5. Long castle, and this would be very good. He directly goes long castle, and then she goes knight e6. Bishop takes e6, f takes e6, queen a4. He's exchanging the queen over here. Knight e4 was also a very nice move there. Queen a4. Dina goes queen b3. She should have taken the queen on a4, but she goes queen b3, wanting to better the pawn structure. And now Sagar is thinking, it's a good position. He has good time. He's minus 1.6 here. Similar, maybe last one he was minus 1.2 or something. Knight e4 is strong, and he goes knight e4. Love it, love it. And again, you have to be careful with these ideas. But then h7 is also weak. e7 is also a backward pawn. Bishop d3 played. Knight d2 is tempting, but better to not take that, because then white is happy with the endgame and the king is in the center. So not to do that, but that is very natural to do, when you have less time, you want to exchange the pieces here. I think for Sagar, maybe there are some very interesting moves. d5 is a move to think about, but again, against the principle when your opponent has two bishops. gh5 is a move you want to make again and again, but then you feel that your opponent is the one who is getting more pressure. I think he's going to play knight d2. He's going towards the knight. But the best move would be to go back queen c6. What did he play? He goes knight g5. Okay, I'm happy that he did not take this bishop. Okay, knight g5 is an interesting move. I don't know. I know, of course. He wants to take the pawn over here. बचाएगा कैसे? hg6, queen बचा नहीं सकता है. He's winning a pawn. That's nice. That's nice. Let's go, Sagar sir. Sagar sir will win this one for sure, says Shashwat. Let's go, Sagar bhai, says the spy. I like how you guys are completely, rooting for him. Knight g5 ko long castle has been played. And knight e6 is apparently not a very good move. But come on, I would have taken the pawn. Why not? The reason is ye queen ko hatao. Sagar wants to exchange the queens, but queen ko hatana zaruri hai. And h6 good move. And now exactly white is going to open up the position. Even if Sagar is better, it's not going to be so easy, because it could get very tricky if the bishops open up. g4 played. He takes fg4. Rook goes to g1. And ये queen को निकालना ज़रूरी है यहाँ से जल्दी, because sometime your knight is going to get to the rim of the board and again it will have to go back and it is going to take that time. वो time चला जाएगा. But ऐसा लगता है कि my king will get weak, so let me always keep an option of queen exchange. Neither she is taking nor he is taking. Queen c6. He's down to 16 seconds. Dina has 1 minute on the clock, and with the time pressure, it's very difficult. But Sagar has minus 2.5 advantage. He's as good as 2 pawns up, but lot of things to figure out. d5 played. Good move. Quite a good move. If c takes d5, knight takes d5, later you might have c4 ideas. But wait a second, what about bishop c4 on the diagonal? क्या खेला? cd5, queen d5, rook d5, bishop. Queen d5 mara. He's always behind. Okay, fine. c4, playing fast. 7 seconds for Sagar. Dina has 50 seconds. g5. But what if f4? Arey, rook a5. You're not losing the pawn. 3 defenders are there. But जब तक ये bishop activated नहीं है तब तक, एक बार ये bishop activate हो जाएगा, it is not going to be easy. Rook d8 played. But he's given up a pawn. Free pawn. क्यों दिया है free pawn? He has calculated it actually. He gave it like a sacrifice. Rook d2, but कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा immediately. He's down to 1 second. No, this is very difficult to save. Nope. Like, oof. Rook h1. Any chances of any swindle? Let's see. कुछ भी हो सकता है तो. Sandalnathan, अरे hello. Rook f7. Rook check. King has to go to c2. King b2 खेलते थे तो rook b5 आ रहा था. So that was a good trick by Sagar. g7 देना तो पड़ेगा. Still some he can fight if Dina also comes down to 5 seconds. But Dina has won her first game. She's really doing well even now. She is actually winning this if she does not mess it up. She's actually a piece up, and also everything looks in control here. The knight has to get into the game. Rook f2. 20 seconds for Dina. 6 seconds for Sagar. It's only a blunder which could happen by chance, which can give Sagar. No, now it's over. Bishop f4 and a resignation. And Dina beats Sagar. Dina actually created an upset because Dina is lower rated. So that was difficult scene, guys. Let's go Sagar. बाय तुम्ही करू शकता. करू तर शकतो. खूप चांगला खेळतो. He's actually playing well, but I think what is going wrong is if he gets a lot of time difference, yeah, between. That is something he has to take care. अभी इवांचुक जैसा बैठा है. Right now he is definitely not happy with, because he knows he was clearly better. Very quickly, let's move to the other players also. Everything has ended. Okay, Danny and John just finished their game. Sagar is sitting here. Botez sisters are playing. Oh, Botez sisters are playing his opposite color and it's a draw. And Eric Rosen is playing against Julien Song. It's a 5th round ka, I guess. I'll try to work it out. Wait. Camera nikal gaya hai. Okay, here we have the Botez sisters playing. And I think Alexandra is trying, but it's a draw. Sagar nikala ki nahi? Oh my god, Sagar being Ivanchuk, guys. Sagar being Ivanchuk. I think it's good. Now he will be like where can I improve? He'll be thinking kya kar sakta hu. Other results, let me just share. Eric Rosen beats Julien Song. John Bartholomew beat Danny Rensch. Aman beat Levy Rozman. Dina beats Sagar, and Alexandra Andrea will end in a draw. So I believe it's a difficult tournament. Yep. 7 seconds is difficult. Did he just react? He's like, why did I not go for that? I think he's also smiling. मुझे देखना तो है गेम में. I don't think he's coming back this one. I think he's gonna come back after. No, he is coming back. Let's see. Okay, this one maybe I think he has to recover from this, guys. He has to recover. Suraj says Sagar playing like a world champion. Why is Sagar playing so slow when he can just make normal moves? No, it's not like easy to sit here and say that, but I think as we have seen, Blitz is very difficult. I mean, these players like the top players like World Rapid and Blitz, when we see, they play like almost a flawless game till the end, and their mistakes are very different, like very not direct blunders many times at absolute top level, but I think at all other levels there have been so many blunders, so it's not easy for anyone to play in 2 seconds. Yeah, your mind cannot work. This was completely winning. How did it? Yeah, I think one thing I just cannot understand is right now he's going to play with Alexandra Botez, by the way. Yeah, over here, let's just have a quick recap, because everything was fine. Like, it was a self goal रहता है ना, वैसे किया. Sometimes opponent has to find things, right? But यहाँ पे अगर देखोगे तो G5 का pawn देना जरूरी ही नहीं था. So even if I just firstly go to that moment, यहाँ पे he just maybe he thought that G5 मार नहीं सकते. Maybe something, it kind of creates ghosts where ये मरेगा, इधर meeting net है, knight a4, and you intuitively look at that. If you would calculate, it's not working also. I think it was a pawn sack because he quickly played after that, but I'm not sure 100%. Yeah, this is such a fine position here, But going back, यहाँ पे when he played knight castle, ये भी सब अच्छा ही था वैसे देखा जाएगा तो. Queen a4 was not necessary to exchange the queens. हाँ, but इधर भी I wanted to check myself because I was looking at Indian's recommendation of gh5. How will this work? Because rook g2 को let's say long castle कर दिया तो knight f2 मर रहा है. अच्छा, otherwise you can't take on h7. rook g1 check आ रहा है. bishop f1 को. Okay guys, let's ask a question. White to play, क्या black to play, what to play here very quickly. No, Levy beat Aman. अच्छा, Sagar shook after the loss of advantage. They have to play 9 rounds, so there are these 10 creators and they have to play 9 rounds with each other. And yeah, this would be the answer over here. So you can't. Oh, so rook g2, matlab he was always winning a pawn, you know, but it felt like this pawn and the rook over here, it feels sometimes in Blitz you see more ghosts. ऐसे होता है ना. So knight e4, so knight g5 was fine. ऐसा कुछ problematic था ही नहीं. He won the pawn and he was actually clearly better over here. Queen c6 was also very good move. d5, maybe d5 like moves are good, but you know, for engines they are long term. Also engine is going to play very accurately, but maybe for humans to open up this position is not so necessary. Maybe rook f8, yeah, bring your rook to the open file. So many times, so many moves are. Oh, the game has started. I can't even believe it. Wait, Sagar versus Andrea Botez. And there you go, and I actually like that he's kept more time in hand. Last game he played a bit slower, in fact, but here, yes, he's playing knight f3 and knight c3, and it's a solid setup. He's also kept more time in hand. Arman says, I wish Sagar plays simple chess, aiming the opponent uses more time and blunders instead of being him the one thinking too much. I think Dina is in form because of her recent exposure in playing multiple tournaments, if I'm not wrong. Yes, Hitesh, I agree with you. In fact, she is definitely more strength than her rating. She has been playing very actively. She recently returned from France also. She did well there in the league. I think she was playing, and yeah, they won, I think. Also, yeah, she's a very good player. Yeah, it was time pressure. I know that. Okay, here I like that he has 45 seconds more. I'm interested to see what happens when his opponent comes under time pressure and he has a lot of time. Queen takes d4 and any disco? Nopes. No important disco. d5 if it is coming. Knight d5. Nopes. Queen d4. What? Sagar has 1 minute more on the clock. I can't even believe that. Well done, boy. Well done. Mayur says Sagar with b3, bishop b2, good going. Yeah, maybe that's something is opening here for Blitz. It seems like that. मुझे भी पता नहीं है क्या exactly prepare किया हुआ है. थोड़ा बहुत पता है, but intricacies नहीं पता है. किया भी है कि नहीं. I'm feeling very happy to see him play, but I'm more happy to see him like yesterday. Like in the last, he played कल का टूर्नामेंट, परसों का टूर्नामेंट and 2 tournaments in Peru. Yeah, one day में everything was ending. So like in 4 days, 4 tournaments, and I am very glad to see the way he is able to deal with his losses. Honestly, I definitely see that he's basically calmed his mind like anything, because to deal with so many losses is not easy for any chess player, especially like when you are losing with lower rated players, yeah, because you are supposed to win that. So I think that his mental strength is now so insane that there is no doubt if he's working on chess. Like he's also playing very well. Everything, if you see, is just under time pressure blunders. So if that part is improved, in general, his understanding is so much more. He'll do really well. So yeah, I think I could push him for becoming a grandmaster. This is all just reflexes, yeah, not being in touch regularly. Nothing much otherwise. For any chess player who is not in touch, I think this is one major thing. It takes time to come into the groove. The longer the break, the longer the time it takes. Knight goes back to d7. Okay, he did have more time. Now the time is reducing. This is the moment actually he has to make sure that he can keep more time than his opponent. That's it. Rook c2, knight goes to c5. Position is equal. Not much. There are some imbalances. Pawn structure wise, maybe this slight initiative. But at the end of it, it could also be good for black. So yeah, he has to play fast. b4 would be difficult move, yeah, because you will weaken c4. No, that's what he knows that. He goes knight b5, attacking this. But what's the plan for a6? I think he wants to exchange and then come back to c3. Yeah, bishop g7, king g7, knight c3. In fact, knight a3, I'm not sure if it is also possible. This could enter into a rook endgame and a5 played, and knight goes to b5. Actually, a5 is not a very good move. Yes, you want to go a4, but you leave the b5 square, but immediately wasn't needed to access it. But what is the plan? You see, now to find such ideas like rook d4 and h4, and in Blitz it's too much. He goes knight b5, king goes to f7. Oh, h4, he does find it. Wow. See, this is what I'm talking about. His understanding is really good. Something, oh, e5, another d5 square weakened, but the thing is you have double pawn, but it cannot be pushed because jab tak d6 pe all of them are looking, this pawn is as good as artificially unable to move. Knight a7 played, but rook a8, what? No, knight on c6 is not good. Knight b5, oh, they can repeat. That would be interesting. No, why will Alexandra repeat? Because if you look at the tournament form, Sagar has lost 2 games. Alexandra has drawn 1 game. So knight e6 played, he goes knight c3, bringing back the knight, and actually it's not a bad idea to come to e4, knight. Oof, is this weak? Nope. Nothing yet, but you have to be careful. When the opponent has knights, you have to take the squares away. Knight d5 is so tempting. Why is the engine also not seeing it? It's possible. Knight e4. He goes knight e4. Rook b8, wanting to go b5 break. Rook d5, but what about knight c7? She goes knight c5, good move. Knight g5 check. Oof, but all the squares are covered and this knight cannot be kicked easily. King goes to e8. Do you want to go f4 and break it open? But then you don't want to, oh, kya baat hai? He played the best move. I thought you won't play it because you don't want to dissolve the doubled pawns, yeah? ef4, ef4. Well, the king is in the center. There is pressure. 30 seconds for Sagar, 10 seconds for Alexandra. This is looking quite interesting. There is pressure. It's not, but it's still equal. Yeah, it's still equal. Alexandra is doing fine. It's all about time pressure also. If at all some mistakes could happen. a3, I like it. Kick the knight away. Kick the knight away. b4, good move. कहाँ जाएगा? Rook A2 check. King H3 is fine actually, but you scared to go there because you know 96 not a good idea. Rook B5 B5 इस पे attack है. 25 seconds for Sagar. He's managed to maintain time right now. Rook A4. Knight E4, can he find? No, he goes Rook B3. King C7, he defends, and now Knight E4. Well done here. Well done. Knight C3. Oh, is the Rook getting trapped? Wow! Man! That was so good. Knight E4, Knight C3. बस time रखा तो you can play well, man. Well done. Proud of you, man. Proud of you. Because why I'm proud, guys, I'll tell you. It's not because of this victory or anything. Okay, that's all fine. But it's just the way he sat there, you know, talking to himself ki I cannot play so slow. That was the conversation he did with himself. And he managed to keep that time, at least in the next round. You learn the lesson. There's so many rounds you've lost. You try to learn the lesson. You've tried to improve, but it's just not happening because it's not so easy, yeah? How much ever you decide. I know that I'm a time pressure player. And here you decide, you manage it, and you are in control. Exactly, बस time रखो. तुम्हारा level crazy है भाई. Either Rook A1 says if she would have defended, still there was Knight D5 check, and then you win the pawn, and your king is safe. This is still winning only. So yep, well done, Sagar Shah. Okay, very quickly, if any other games are going, nopes. Danny, there is Aman, there is Levy. Was there any kind of a controversy or what? Not sure, but Julien Song, oh, he beats Aman Hambleton. Whoa, that's an upset there because he's 2227 and Aman is 2511. So Andrea Botez lost to Eric Rosen. Eric is playing really well. Sagar beat Alexandra Botez. Danny Rensch beat Dina Belenkaya, and Levy lost to Bartholomew. And now we are going. Oh, Eric versus Sagar. Let me just check with Irene. Because earlier she had mentioned she will be able to join when they're playing, but of course we didn't know which round and when, so I'll just drop the room number. Okay, chat में क्या ही चल रहा है? Let me see. GGG says Pranav. Debus says Sagar. Harman says see putting that opponent in time pressure. Goat Sagar. Goat ही बन गया क्या इतना? He found really good moves there. Yes, this one I think he did. Like I really like because many times in time pressure whole board you cannot see. But यहाँ से knight इधर आके knight वापस जाना backward move, and that was very good. Well, opponent might be lower rated, like you correctly mentioned. It's all about being in touch, reflexes, match play experience. That is mattering more. True. I want someone to interview Sagar Shah. Yeah, I think day one there was a media day. Mike did interview Sagar. Alexandra is but Alexandra is also playing very regularly. Sagar समय की stream पे with it आ गया. Vidit said same to trust instincts. सही है. तो अभी एरिक रोजन के साथ है सागर का मैच, एंड सागर इज ब्लैक, एरिक इज वाइट. लेट मी जस्ट मेक श्योर दैट्स बोर्ड नंबर 4th. यप. तो सागर उठ गया आज. अभी आई डोंट थिंक इज कमिंग बैक हियर. Ritesh says Eric wins. I'm calling it. Possible. Eric has been playing. Eric played so well yesterday also. He scored 7 points if I'm not wrong. In fact, Irene played so well as well, 6.5. And first round, guys, how many of you know Whom did she? Whom did she hold to a draw? Held a draw. Wait, there's somebody. Hey, hello. I was just wondering whether. Wow, guys, it's gonna be a lot of fun. We are going to be, yes, having a very special guest, and we have Irene Sukandar here.
I am Rita.
Wow, I'm so glad that you are here, Irene.
Just like in Cyprus, I'm back here again.
Yes, and there we have Eric
Okay.
also on the screen. But you played so well yesterday, and
Yes.
Eric played so well.
Yes.
The kind of form Eric has, yes, practically he should beat Sagar. But let's
Anything
see.
can happen in the Blitz, so let's see.
You know, before this round, Sagar lost a game because both the games he was winning, and he lost when he was in time pressure. And then he was just sitting there for a long time. So
Yeah,
was
I
like,
saw.
like Ivanchuk, he was sitting like that. Last game he managed to, So if he comes under time pressure, it's going to be very difficult for him.
I mean, everyone will
So-
be on time pressure. So I mean, Eric's opponent, the first opponent, it was like Eric's is just winning. I was watching there,
Huh?
of course, without my phone or anything, because there's
Yeah.
a very even for this tournament there is a strict fair play rule. But okay, hang on.
Whoa,
just started.
London!
It's London.
Wow. Okay, you know his openings better.
Of
I
course.
know Sagar's openings way less because he did play c5 last time and we were analyzing d take c5. But
Oh,
okay.
he played. Okay. And now I think it might be kind of like a transposition to the exchange Karakan. We have
Okay.
bishop g4 and then c3, e6, probably bishop d3 or queen b3. Yes, and then bishop d6, and then you exchange this bishop and then you just castle later.
Okay, he knows that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine. 3 minutes still
I'm
on
just
the
wondering
clock.
which variation that Eric might play. Maybe queen e1 here. Oh, rook e1. Okay. So,
You have what's the idea here? Like, how do you continue as white?
well, you just want to play in the center. You kind of allow b5. You want to play knight e5 also at the same time attacking h7. So I think Sagar has to kind of take on f3 first because the bishop doesn't belong there. Or bishop g6 is also fine. But now knight e5 or a4. I don't know because black wants to do some minority attack on b5.
B5, B4 kind of a thing. Yeah, he goes bishop g3. But this should be happy, you know, for white.
No, you do not take it with the
No?
knight. Stay there because you need the knight. You actually, if you want to exchange it with the
Oh.
bishop.
Wow.
You have a very strong knight in the center, and it cannot be taken because otherwise it's a fork.
Okay, that's a very good knowledge, Irene. For us,
Yeah.
it's like a London lesson, guys, over here. A4.
It's Karakan now, actually.
Oh.
It started out as a London, but everything is
Karakan
transposition.
exchange, you
Yes,
know,
Karakan
that one.
exchange.
Okay.
Now put queen d3, and then since the h file is already open, you might want to transfer your pieces to the h file. Not your pawn though, probably because
Not H4, H4
because
ideas?
No,
Okay.
because you want to keep it open for your
Open, correct.
queen,
So you
yes.
would love if your queen is able to get here and the rook is able to shift.
Yes.
Okay.
But of course, black has the counter idea on the other side, on the queen side.
But it's slow, no? I feel this is coming so
It is.
fast.
But at least you have to have something. Okay, f4. It cannot really attack, but it's just nice to have the knight overprotected on the center. Well, in the meantime, I think black would try to get ready with a6, b5, because I don't see any other plan. Knight a5 might be there, but I like a6, b5 better.
Yeah, okay, I think maybe even queen c7 also to stop, like when a6 is played, a5 cannot be played. But then he's taking a lot of time here. See, for f4, he has to be quick. Guys,
Yes.
two wives over here, you know, two husbands over there fighting the battle. So we are having a lot of fun, and of course we all are friends. So yeah, knight
Yes,
f5
knight
as you
f5 is
mentioned,
there,
but
yeah.
it's a6 b5 was better. Yeah.
I'm not
So
sure
yes.
it was better. I just like that idea better because it
A6.
gives more.
Yeah, you're
purpose.
right actually. A6 was better, but maybe he didn't like something related with it. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah.
Rook e3, and now maybe white is getting the floor.
Exactly, and then maybe you would like to double up your rook on the center and some sacrifice. I don't know, like knight g6 might happen, or even like g4, g5. This is also another idea because white wants to keep the queen side closed so that he can attack on the king side. But okay, after this exchange, you're giving up a square on d5, but it doesn't matter because the knight on f6 is very important.
And also because it's kind of closed round, right? Like with b5, b4, you wanted to open up the
Exactly.
lines. So maybe queen e2. Okay.
So
Knight
okay, knight
d5.
d5, you just have to play. Okay, move the
Queen
rook
g4.
somewhere.
Rook f3.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
a
have to
better move.
protect f4, and then just play slow chess here probably because again the knight on e5 is so strong. If you want to attack the knight, you have to give up some material and weaken your light square. So it's not gonna happen. Okay, b5 already played here.
At least I think it's still a good counterplay because otherwise black would be just sitting, right? Ideally. So
Yep.
b5 is good move.
So I'm just trying to think where is the way in here for white. White looks good, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't have a way in. Probably attacking the c4 pawn.
Oh,
But-
he's winning it, no?
No, knight b6. Still, there's knight b6. It's not the end of the world yet for black.
Okay.
But maybe come back, rook a1.
Oh, maybe the engine said, guys, queen b7 was also a move to attack
This is
b2.
also a move, yes.
But knight b6 is played and
Okay, now rook a2 maybe. Just so that the rook protects b2.
Yeah, and then a7 is also always under a constant threat.
Rook a1. I don't know. Okay, I'm
No,
still...
but it's a good move. Eric has found a good move, knight d5. Of course,
Okay.
Eric is not going to repeat Sagar. So, but he has to anyway bring the knight to
I
b5.
was wondering, can I play b4 here? Because you cannot en passant, the b5 rook is hanging.
Oh, interesting. The only problem is you will ignore, and the engine recommends
a5.
a5.
I see.
Otherwise, it was
Yeah.
a smart idea. He went rook a4, knight
Wait.
b6, rook a2, knight d5. Oh, they've repeated?
No.
No,
Now
no,
it's
no.
rook is on a2. Okay. Okay. Switch to the other side maybe.
He's
Because
not going for the
a7.
attack maybe because he doesn't.
Because now the a file is also opened. Okay.
Okay.
Now
A5.
white has to protect the f4 pawn first. Yes.
So he
and
goes
then-
g3.
Yeah, and then put the rook on the other side to a1 and double up on the a file.
Yeah, so because this is clearly isolated, and then one rook stays on a4.
You cannot play
the
knight
other rook
b6.
goes to a2. This is protected. Oh, this is.
No, but this is like a three-way result. It's still not sure because the king might be a bit exposed there. Like if black could get a hold of the b file and then suddenly attacking the white's king, so it is still anyone's game.
But I still feel white has a lot of pressure on black, no? Eric.
No, that's true. But again, you're compensating of the openness of the king as well.
Yeah,
so,
this one, these squares.
Yeah, even if you get a pawn in this position, yeah, you're giving some compensation to black. So still not sure.
Got it.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, at least I has some
30
more time
seconds
on the
are
clock.
too less, but f6 is a good move he found because I would feel this is weakening, no?
It is. But I think at this moment, Sagar has to play some practical chess, you know, because okay, no much time on the clock. You cannot really think of positional chess anymore.
Yeah.
Just see whatever there's an attack, just play for it.
Still, I think time is at least until now fine, but if he goes down to 10 seconds, then such a position is very difficult to play.
It is. Okay, now
Knight
knight goes to
f5.
e4 maybe, and then stays there. Oh, and c5. Yeah.
Oh, and
Probably.
then e6, and then c4. Oh, knight e4 is... But you know what? I might have to give an exchange
you have
sacrifice, but that
to.
won't work because then a5 will fall. And
Yeah.
then my king is weaker.
And also after this check, you have queen f2, so I think white should be fine.
Actually, this move has put suddenly a lot of pressure at a practical level. I don't know what.
But
he's
just holding on, it's fine. After knight c5, you're attacking e6. You might be... Hang on, what to do in this position?
I believe he's going to take... No, he goes queen c6. Okay, he's not giving an exchange sacrifice. Maybe it was premature anyway.
Oh, the
But
thing...
why not queen c4?
No, the thing is, if you take c4, maybe knight g3, rook h8.
Oh,
And then just all this attack.
And even rook b2. Okay. Yeah, knight.
Oh, rook b2 is also there, of course. Yes, rook b2. You cannot take on c4.
So then he goes rook b6, queen c4. But now,
But now
he's
rook
lost.
b2 takes, you take on e6. Because e6, I mean, takes this one first, takes the rook.
Yeah.
And then queen
Rook-
takes e6.
Queen takes e6.
And then you have to exchange everything.
But can you take... rook takes e6,
And
not
queen
no
is
time.
mate, yeah. It's a mate.
So rook b2, both down to 10 seconds. Okay, this
Yes.
anything can happen as you mentioned. Yeah, queen
Yeah,
e6.
this is anyone's game now. Okay, yeah, I think it's gonna be drawn because I can imagine the position where all the pawns on the queen side will be all gone.
No, but wait. This is...
You give a check first, and then probably knight e6 is interesting.
Okay,
But
now
okay,
they've
now
taken-
this is pretty equal, yeah.
It's equal. I mean, maybe they both said that, okay, you both are here. Let's do a draw. We don't, none
Hey,
of
but
us-
Sagar is up a pawn now.
but okay, this is.
I would keep playing if I were Sagar, but okay, maybe.
I mean, he will play, but even if he plays, I think this is.
And
easy
Eric
to
is 4
hold.
seconds left. Oh my gosh, how did I miss this?
But they might land up in any fork. If anyone, then I think yeah, Sagar has to keep the rook away.
Okay, knight has to
This
go.
rook is already away, so
I think it's pretty safe position to make a draw.
yeah, maybe they'll just repeat now. Yeah. Oh, Eric wants to win. He goes king a3.
No, he likes to make his own opponent confused. So
Oh, but this could be. You know, I always worry about the king on h7 and rook h8 mating
that
ideas.
type of mate. Yeah. I see.
Yeah. Blunder rook c7.
Rook c7. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Sagar.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at him. He's like,
This. Oh, and then rook c3.
and Eric is like, oh, very sorry, kind of a thing.
No.
Oh,
I'm
big shock.
sorry.
No, it happens. That's what happens. He's just.
They're
I think he got
analyzing now.
shocked, and then he like for a few seconds is completely silent.
No,
Yeah,
I
this
think
is-
this is also like one thing when you're having like a draw's position,
Hmm.
do not play for draw, because I think this is what Sagar is doing. Like he just wants to exchange everything,
Correct.
simplify it, and then make a
Correct.
draw. But just keep playing, keep looking for some initiative to attack.
Yeah, rook
attack
c6 was
king.
very simple, and then also after that knight c5 was possible. Yeah, it was
Even knight c7 now, I think it's fine too.
what?
Knight c7
Knight c7
or even knight f8, like
Yeah.
just
Anything is working
Anything, yeah.
actually, except for that one move which did not
knight
work.
c7, yeah, or knight d8. Of course, this
Nice,
doesn't work.
yeah. How does it feel, Irene, like as a player when everything is working but not that one move, and then towards the end you make that move and
No.
you lose?
I've been there, done that so many times in the past and probably in the future as well. So yeah, it's not a foreign feeling for me. I mean, I could empathize and sympathize too, because I've been there in that situation, especially if you don't have much time on the clock. So well, I'm sorry. I'm
No
terribly
problem.
sorry. So,
How do you recover in such a situation for yourself? What do you say to yourself generally?
I would say, like, I will not let it define my strength, because it's very easy to just succumb to the losses, or I don't know, if you're winning and then make a draw or something like that. I would say that I'm stronger than what I showed, because I mean, when you played such a blunder, there's so many factors
Wow.
into it. It's not about your own strength.
That's
Yeah.
such a motivating thing
Yes.
what you've shared, and I hope like if you meet Sagar, let him know that. I don't know,
Will
he's
do.
not come last 2 rounds
Hopefully,
upstairs.
yeah. Hopefully,
but-
Sagar will bounce back after this, because
But I am
He did
happy
play
that he
well.
played really well.
Yeah, he played well
and
here.
he managed his time, like both of them. Okay, the last moment is fine, but I think he really played well.
yeah, he played well. He found all the good strategy and all the good initiatives. It's just okay when he was playing in the time trouble. I mean, any blunder can happen.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining. I'm very happy
Yes,
that you were
thank
here.
you so much. I
We
have to come
watched
back
it
downstairs
together.
again now.
Sure.
All the best for Eric and Sagar.
Yes, absolutely. I hope Eric wins the tournament.
Thank you. All right, see you later,
Take
Amrita.
care, take
Bye,
care.
chat.
Okay, guys, that was International Master Irene Sukandar who joined us. A big thanks to her. We could see the game together, and well, it was super interesting, a lot of fun. She shared so much knowledge about London, and we learned so many things over here. You should actually try this out, it's quite nice. Sagar played really well. I am also very happy about this game. Of course, such blunder is heartbreaking. It's brutal, and we have seen it happening. In fact, we have seen it happening at one of the very critical event. How many of you remember in World Cup? World Cup, a big rook blunder happened. I think on G2. So, how many of you remember who missed that? Because that one was super brutal, because it was directly connected with qualifying. Here, yes, you blunder, but nothing to do with qualification, but definitely you lose rating, which is okay. This was just there. So all 4 games which Sagar played, he was not like losing in anything. And forget about losing, that actual score would be time pressure ke bina, it's unrealistic to think of it, but that's how you can motivate yourself as well. That okay, the score should, realistic score could be 3 out of 4, I would say. Yep. Yeah, time pressure. Yeah, I think related with practice. Let's first of all look at the other results also and see what's happening there. Also the overview, I want to see what's happening. Okay, they're constantly adjusting things. Sagar is already on the board, yeah. Oh, let's go here. He's going to be playing with Julien Song. Guys, in this game we have to sing a lot of songs because then that's what, they're saying. Andrea Botez versus Aman Hambleton. Sagar versus Julien. Danny Rensch versus Eric Rosen. Levy versus Botez. बार्थोलोमेउ, मेरे को बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है. जॉन बोलता है, सिंपल करता है. Oh, Abhiyu is interviewing Sagar or what? I was like, in between players you should not ask questions, but he's like, Sagar ही है अपना, उसको कर लेते हैं. सही है, like it. Good going, Abhiyu. There. And there you go, Julien Song is on the board. John versus Dina. So standings currently we have John 4 out of 4. Crazy. Then we have Eric on 3, Dina on 3, Julien is on 3, guys. So he is in form here. He's doing really well. So normally they consider that you want to make a target, out of your opponent. So Danny is on 2, Levy is on 2, Aman is on 1. I can't believe it. He's such a good player. Sagar on 1. I can't believe it because I'm watching his games. Alexandra and Andrea both on half a point. So they've not been able to score a point yet. But exactly the strength. Everybody is a good player here, but it's not easy. Okay, let's go to the games. And the games have begun. Oof. Just adjusting the camera for a moment, guys. And yep, there you go. I also want to look at the chat because it's been दुख तो हो गया, दर्द भी हो गया. Esipenko, array. Yes, Esipenko had blundered. Arjun against Nordirvik also. Yeah, but the Esipenko blunder was something. Total rounds are 9 rounds. I was a bit tired. I was like talking tired. I mean, not tired. So just now gonna quickly take a look at. Look at this move, b5, takes on b5. Oh, b5 is interesting. Actually, it was not a good move, but you had to know the move c5 over here. That's why it wasn't a good move. Normally, it feels the pawns because now the b6 break is not there. Quite interesting. C takes b5, he played. C takes b5, knight b3, good move. Knight bd7, bishop f4. Okay, this is good. This is looking good, and bishop c7 looks a bit scary for black. Maybe it is not as much because there is also c7 right now. But Julien is down to 2 minutes. Sagar has 2 minutes 25 seconds on the clock. He does have more time. He is able to keep that also for quite a long time. फिर बीच में कुछ तो हो रहा है. ठीक है. So all whites are, no, maybe Aman Hambleton is clearly better against Andrea Botez. Let me just quickly show you this. Black is clearly better, so he's winning. This is Sagar's position. This one is Danny versus Eric. Eric is doing very well. And Levy versus Alexandra. Whoa, what is this? H file is open, 7 is weak, so Levy clearly better. And John versus Dina. John is clearly better, but John is 4 out of 4, very much in form. And okay, let's look at this move. Knight b3, bishop f4, a4 was played. He goes knight c1. Actually, he could have played bishop c7 and then gone knight c5, but he went knight c1. Now it became a bit passive. b4 happened, knight d3, bishop a6. Good move found by his opponent. Rook goes to c1, and the c file is in black's control if he goes rook c8 later, but these pawns are doing really good. So black's pieces, usually which should kind of feel a bit suffocation, have been freed from the prison, you can say, and they are doing very well. The pawns are getting a lot of space, so it's a difficult position for Sagar, but he's having good time. So हर time अच्छी position में जीत नहीं पा रहे थे, but it's okay. Sometimes you may not have the best position and you might still convert it. We will see. Queen b6 was played, queen c7. Ooh, rook c8. Oh, but now this endgame is clearly better for black, no? Knight f e5, I like this move. You have to be careful with knight c6 and knight b4 and these ideas. But there is knight c4. You block the file. I think he will play knight c4. 30 seconds more on the clock. Knight c4 played. King f1 is a little difficult move to make over here. With all this happening, that you just simply the king is unrealistic. So I believe to find a move over here is not so easy. And you don't want to push the pawn, like it's scary because then one of the square you weakening. You go rook c2. Can I go rook c2? Then b3 anyway. I would be. Oh, knight e5. Sorry, that's a direct. Knight e5. Rook takes. Takes, and then rook will enter on c2. So that's also not possible. So knight c4. He goes b3. He has to do something. The feeling is that do something. Knight takes e5. It's a good move played by Julien. Irene saying sorry to you is the highlight of the round. Yeah, she was very sweet, I think. Very sweet, and it was very nice to have her over here. Oh, Jivika, love seeing you commentate on his games. Arey, thank you, Jivika. Knight takes e5. Yep, now these are all the tough decisions. He takes bishop takes, okay. I don't even know what he could have played, like a knight takes e5 again, maybe was better, but then you don't want to give the e2 pawn. So he played the most natural. You don't want to play d5 and block this bishop again. So I think I like bishop e5 here, what he played. But he's down to 30 seconds. Julien is down to 30 seconds. Can he still play very fast here? He has to take. Maybe bishop e4 and knight c5 is an option, trying to go into opposite colored bishop. हाँ ये खेलना चाहिए. Bishop takes e4, but 16 seconds on the clock. No, he takes on a4. Ooh, knight c3. Arey. Oh my god. But bishop d3, e d3, rook takes a4, and a2 pe pressure. These are doubled pawns. You have double bishop, but in this scenario, you would really have preferred knights. He takes on d3. Well played by Julien. I think Julien has been playing really well, not just this tournament, but earlier tournament also. Yesterday he played Blitz quite well. This one is tough. Yeah, this one is kind of no chance. No chance on time and on position. Because it's not just you lose this pawn, but this is also very quick. Yep, that's done. Bishop d1 and he resigns. Or flag down. Okay, he loses on flag. And I guess Sagar is telling him that you played really well. Yeah, the opening is very interesting. Yeah, what he chose. c6, a5 and directly b5. So important for Sagar to play here is c5. Has he taken the phone? Yeah. I don't know if he gets time to check the opening, but important was to play c5. And I think he would have been thinking about b4 maybe, but then you have a3. So something like bishop a6, you don't have much time. ab4, rook e1, or directly rook e1. Ooh, not rook e1. Guys, black to player. Can you find a move? That's why rook e1 is a mistake. And the move is bishop d3. It's a disco. So not ab4, maybe directly rook e1. Yeah, and then it's better. Because then you will be looking at e4. So yes, you have to block the center and then go for e4 break. So that was good. So he went for cb5, which is fine only. ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ बुरा हुआ, but knight c1 was very passive. Knight c5 was important. Maybe bishop c7 and knight c5 was very important. Knight takes c5, d takes c5. Bishop b7 and knight. Bring your other knight over here. This bishop is not really in a problem. कभी भी निकल सकता है चाहिए तो. But b6 पे भी इसको defend करके, you know, it's good. You have a passer over here. So ये playable है. ये playable था. इधर क्या हो गया? When he went knight c1, oopsie, knight c1, then came b4, and it all the pieces felt very free. Rook भी c1 पे आया, but the other knight has to go and try to exchange. Time नहीं मिला. Queen c7 was again a knight. f e5 नहीं आ सकता. d4 मर रहा है. He has to exchange some pieces, especially opponent's knights. Yeah, rook c8 को queen. Oh, rook c8 is not happening. Queen a4. But then either queen a4 नहीं आ रहा है because there is bishop d3. Yes. But either you are threatening queen a4, which means it had to be defended. Because you don't want to give this pawn and to take e2 pawn, because e2 is, अरे oh, ये तो ब्लंडर ही हो गया because मार के ये मरता था. ठीक है. Bishop takes e2. Sorry, this was my analysis. I was just looking at the video. फिर तो I think यहाँ से तो ज़्यादा था नहीं, but tough position, tough game. What happened to other results? By the way, now Sagar is going to be playing with Andrea Botez. Okay, Andrea Botez. And what happened to Andrea last? Oh, she's on half. Alexandra also lost. So both of them are on half. Sagar is on 1. Sagar right now statistically should beat her, but let's see. Hey, bad luck. Bad luck. Irene was here. We were watching. You played so well. Actually, you're playing very well. With ये Julien का game maybe not the best, but it was still a fine game. I'll quickly show you some important things. Yeah, wait a second. You were over here. It's okay. It's okay. You're managing time also so much better. ये जो है ना, इसने b5 खेला ना, तो best move is c5. Actually, because then you are going, मतलब b4 भी खेला तो you are going basically rook e1 and d4 ideas. So c5 was good over here. cb5 मारा तुमने, फिर भी ये ठीक ही है. But knight c1 was very passive. Bishop c7 and knight c5 क्यों नहीं खेला?
Bishop c7 ab. Bishop takes. Actually मैंने गलती ये किया, मैंने सोचा कि bishop c7 ab को queen मर रहा है, फिर मैं ab मारूंगा. तो मैंने कैलकुलेट किया वो. देन ab, फिर रुक a1, बिशप d8, रुक f1 और फिर वो d8 मारेगा. सो उसमें बट एक्चुअली ab को बिशप d8 और बिशप e7 मर रहा है. सो अगर ये दिखता था तो मैं खेलता था. सो देन व्हाट वुड हैव हैपेंड इज आई थिंक आई वुड हैव गॉन फॉर इट एंड आफ्टर क्वीन e8 यहाँ पे बिशप c7 क्वीन e8,
एक मिनट,
आई वुड हैव प्लेड नाइट a5 हियर.
ओह नाइस मूव. अच्छा देखा था तुमने. फिर ये नाइट a5 अच्छा मूव था इनफैक्ट, नॉट नाइट c5. बट यहाँ पे a4 को फिर इवन इफ नॉट बिशप c7 डायरेक्ट नाइट c5 क्यों नहीं खेला? फिर
मुझे लगा वो नाइट टेक c5.
मे बी इंट्यूटिवली फीलिंग नहीं आया क्या, ये पॉन ऐसा थोड़ा वीक लग रहा था. गॉट इट. सो नाइट C1 B4 आया. अभी बिशप C7 था, नाइट D3 खेला, क्योंकि अभी बिशप C7 को उसको क्वीन E8, बट यू आर स्केयर्ड ऑफ पिन. आई थिंक इट्स नॉट सो इजी टू कीप दैट बिशप ओवर देयर. एंड देन रुक C1 खेला. क्वीन एक्सचेंज, आई थिंक अ फ्यू प्लेसेस क्वीन एक्सचेंज इज अ बिट, हैव टू बी केयरफुल, क्योंकि इधर नाइट C5 था, यहाँ पे क्वीन C7 में उसको मिल गया काफ़ी अच्छा पोजीशन. नाइट E5 प्लेबल ही आया है. फिर भी B3 was King F1 was very difficult. I was looking at it.
Yeah,
You
I
can't
think I
find
would
a
have
move like.
played king f1.
हाँ, looking
हाँ,
at it.
क्योंकि E2 कॉन्स्टेंटली मर रहा था सब लाइंस में. सो इफ आई प्ले किंग f1
हाँ.
तो नाइट टेक्स E5 को नाइट टेक्स E5 मार सकता हूँ.
Yeah.
E2 नहीं मरेगा.
ओके. हाँ, इसमें सर्वाइव हो सकते थे थोड़ा. B3 के बाद थोड़ा सा मुश्किल हो गया. नाइट E4 मे बी स्टिल बिशप E4 was maybe opposite color could have been tried. Takes knight C5.
Correct. Bishop E2. I mean first AB I think. नहीं.
हाँ, बिशप E2
Bishop
also.
E2 knight A4.
ठीक है, बट ऑल्सो विथ एरिक्स गेम, बिकॉज ओपनिंग का सिर्फ बता देते हैं, इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा. तो अच्छा खेला था वो भी गेम. बट लंदन में हाँ. सो इवन आयरिन वाज कमेंटेटिंग, शी वाज ट्राइंग टू से अबाउट बिशप F3, मतलब बाद में मारते हैं करके ऐसा. बट शायद से इधर हाँ बिशप F3 था मूव. तो ये एक बिशप देता है. एंड देन यहाँ पे ये पॉसिबल है, बट दिस इज़ मोर फ्लोइंग फॉर वाइट एनी टाइम्स. ये अच्छा खेला था तुमने सब क्वीन C7. हाँ, इधर तुमको A6 B5 डायरेक्ट था, तो मुझे लगा इसके लिए यू प्लेड क्वीन C7. A6 was very good here. But A5, knight A5, I don't know what's happening. ऐसे ही compensation से. So yeah, so that was a one good A6 B5 directly तुमको मिल रहा था. And यहाँ पे knight C4 के बाद उसको थोड़ा better आ गया because it became blocked. But ऐसा इतना easy कुछ था नहीं. Knight D5 was good. B5 was also very good counterplay. Knight B6 and yeah, I think he was a little confused what to do. G3 के बाद तुमने अच्छा पकड़ा, थोड़ा वीक हो गया वो. You went back. F6 was also quite a good move. ये सब बहुत अच्छा खेला था तुमने. In fact, knight E4, rook B8, too good play. Queen C6 also. Rook B6, queen takes C4 को, rook takes B2. मतलब this was all super perfect.
यहाँ तो मैं थोड़ा विन के लिए सोचने लगा कि अभी पॉन अप हूँ.
ओह अच्छा. मुझे हमको लगा ड्रॉ करके कहीं नाइट C5 के लिए. एवरीथिंग वाज वर्किंग. नाइट F8, नाइट C6, कुछ भी एक्सेप्ट फॉर दिस मूव एवरीथिंग एल्स इज वर्किंग. ऐसा था. कोई नहीं, बट यू मैनेज टाइम आल्सो वेरी वेल.
मेन तो डीना बेलेनकाया का गेम में आई थिंक आई वाज कंप्लीटली विनिंग.
दीना, यार आई मीन यू वर सो बेटर.
मेरे को बाद में समझा कैसे विन करने का, बट बोर्ड पे
यू वर लाइक इवांचुक हो गए तुम. उधर ही बेटर है. एंड
नहीं, मैं दूसरे गेम देख रहा था. इतना उतना सैड नहीं था.
कौन से गेम के बाद तुम उधर ही बैठते थे?
तो यहाँ पे एक्चुअली
हाँ, ये तुमने F5 खेला.
हाँ, ये मैं थोड़ा रिस्क लिया. बट द मेन थिंग इज द वे आई सॉ द विन लेटर.
तुमको लॉन्ग पहले थोड़ा इम्प्रूवमेंट्स था
आई थिंक. बट यहाँ पे
हाँ नाइट G5 खेला ना.
जस्ट टेक हियर आई थिंक.
No, that's what I thought you will play.
Take.
But actually you should not.
But now she has to take queen A4. If she doesn't and plays
Correct.
this, queen A6 and game over. I thought because of D5 coming. But she has queen B5. Okay, got it. If she doesn't play queen
इधर भी
B5,
queen A4 was not like the best. Like exchanging queens का blitz के लिए अच्छा है, लेकिन
queen A6 शायद खेल सकते.
क्योंकि queen A4 के बाद हाँ
Actually.
knight E4 डायरेक्टली.
ठीक है, मतलब these are all common ideas.
हाँ ठीक है ना. पर इधर बिशप D3 को तुमको GH5 था, बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग मूव था. रुक H5 मारा तो ये मार के उसको ये टाइम ही नहीं है. रुक G1 आ रहा है, बिशप F1 को टेक्स आ रहा है. इसके लिए प्रिसाइजली GH5 वाज वर्किंग नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स बट नॉट ऑल द टाइम. नाइट G5 वाज गुड ओनली. वन अ पॉन यहाँ पे सिंपल से. तो ये भी अच्छा था. G4 मारा. Queen C6 was very nice. I liked it because many of the times problem क्या था, knight A4 पे तुम्हारा जो मूव जाने वाला था, that was not useful in any way. You had to bring back the knight, so you brought the queen back. And यहाँ पे I think rook D F8, like again going with a simple open file type of a thing. D5 is मुझे लगा computer D5 भी बोलेगा by chance, but वो बाद में with double bishop it suddenly becomes a bit difficult.
Maybe I should take with the rook here. Or
Knight D5 was important.
But knight D5, bishop
I thought
C4.
bishop C4 मेरे को भी scary लग रहा था. Knight. Oh, maybe this is very very precise.
मेनली इधर मेरे को एक्चुअली क्या हो रहा है
5
गेम
seconds
में
over. हाँ.
एक पॉइंट के बाद गेम में दिखने को कम हो रहा है. तो इवन जॉन के साथ भी वो हुआ, इधर भी
हाँ,
हुआ.
जॉन के साथ भी अच्छा खेला. नहीं, बट द क्वालिटी ऑफ गेम्स इज वेरी गुड. टाइमिंग ऑल्सो अभी बहुत ही इम्प्रूव, मतलब फटाक से वो तुम दीना के सामने बैठे ना ऐसा, उसके बाद वॉट एवर द कॉन्वर्जेशन वॉज विथ योर सेल्फ, यू प्लेड वेरी वेल.
No, nothing conversation. I'm just trying to play fast. वो तो कर रहा हूँ. I'm not looking at moves too much.
Good. You're doing good actually.
I'm
You're doing
playing
good.
okay, but
बस फास्ट ही खेलना है. एक मोमेंट पे बहुत टाइम नहीं लेना. इफ़ यू सी अ गुड मूव, अनलेस इट इज़ वेरी टैक्टिकल, इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट, बट स्टिल अपोनेंट के आसपास रहना है. अगर बहुत कम नहीं रखना है टाइम.
Correct.
अगर क्योंकि वो टाइम रख के तुम बहुत कम, तुम ऐसे सोचो एंड में ब्लंडर करने वाले हो, तो ये मूव पे ये ब्लंडर है कि नहीं, सिर्फ उतना ही देखो. ये मूव, अगर वो मूव ब्लंडर नहीं है तो खेल दो.
चलेगा. टेबल बैंग कर दो, तुषार बोल रहा है.
एंड स्टार्ट में तुम्हारे 3 मिनट से ज़्यादा होने चाहिए पहले 5 मूव के बाद, अनलेस देयर इज अ सरप्राइज. बिकॉज फास्ट खेलो, रिफ्लेक्स फास्ट करो ना. ऐसे करो, और जोर से नहीं, ऐसे हाथ जोर से लेके धीरे से क्रॉप प्रेस करो.
ठीक है.
ऐसे सब आइडियाज देखिए क्या मिलेगा मुझे. बट हाँ, इवन 3 मिनट्स के ऊपर रहोगे, 10-10 सेकेंड ऐड करते जाओ पॉकेट में. अच्छा खेल रहे हो, पर बहुत अच्छा खेल रहे हो. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी. मज़ा आ रहा है. टू गुड. अपोनेंट भी टाइम प्रेशर में आ रहा है तो मज़ा आ रहा है. अच्छा खेले सागर भाई, कुछ चिंता मत करो. सिज भाव. वेल प्लेड सागर. टेबल बैंक. टाइम टू लॉक इन नाउ. 3 विन्स कर दो. यस, लास्ट 3 बोलता है साल सर भी. लास्ट 3 गेम्स, लास्ट तीनों जीते तो बेस्ट.
4 है और आई थिंक.
गॉट इट.
अभी थोड़ा सा ब्रेक बड़ा था, इसके लिए आया. अभी जाता हूँ.
हाँ, आयरिन वो ब्लंडर के बाद आयरिन वाज हियर, सो आयरिन वाज सो लाइक सॉरी करके. शी वाज ओनली फीलिंग सो बैड.
Eric was also doing. I think all creators are very kind to each other.
हाँ, very nice. Botez have drawn with each other. They have lost all the games. They are coming under time pressure. Yeah, that was wait. That was also important. Wait. हाँ, Alexandra Botez. हाँ, उधर बहुत इक्वल ही था. उसको मतलब मे बी शी वॉज डूइंग वेरी फाइन एक्चुअली स्पीकिंग. A5 और ये सब मूव्स ठीक नहीं थे. ये पूरा इक्वल ही हुआ था ओपनिंग में. कुछ
इधर मैं थोड़ा फास्ट खेल रहा था.
हाँ, चलेगा ना. इक्वल भी चलता है इफ यू प्लेइंग फास्ट. क्वीन E6 was apparently okay, but ये उसको इतना समझा नहीं क्या करने का. H4 बहुत अच्छा मूव किया तुमने, बहुत ही अच्छा मूव किया था तुमने. ये भी अच्छा आया सब कुछ. नाइट C3, फिर पीछे गया. F4 was there in between and you found it actually. यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छा था. F6. It was very good game. Clean. अब मुझे वो बहुत सही लगा यार. यू फाउंड नाइट E4 एंड नाइट C3 बिकॉज इट वॉज लाइक एकदम ही वहाँ से इधर फटक से, एंड इट्स सो ईजी टू मिस दैट A4 इज हैंगिंग. बट अदरवाइज नाइट D5 टू गुड. दैट वाज आई थिंक वेरी इम्प्रेसिव. विद so much more time on clock, it's becoming difficult to your opponent to play because intuitively you're doing good. in certain places. Yeah. वही तो तुमको बोला था ना, ट्रस्ट द इंट्यूशन, चैट में बोल रहा था विदित, बोला क्या समय की स्क्रीन पे ऐसा कुछ?
देखते हैं क्या होता है.
कितने बजे रहा?
थैंक यू. अभी है.
ओह,
बाय.
ऑल द बेस्ट. And guys, that was Sagar Shah, International Master Sagar Shah, was here right now with us and shared some insights. I mean, we shared some insights with him. वैसे मज़ा ही आ गया. मुझे आज अच्छा लग रहा है because I feel the quality of his time management is better. So I'm happy about it. Let's get prepared. They are on the 5th board. I think I need to adjust the camera a bit. Oof, कैसा लगा? How are you guys feeling? I don't know how many of you were watching yesterday also, but this is the Daniel Naroditsky Memorial Rapid and Blitz, and today is the Creators Invitational. Yesterday was Blitz, day before was Rapid. From yesterday's Blitz, 10 players qualified for the Blitz finals today, which will happen immediately after this tournament. Yeah, Nakamura won that Blitz. I mean, won in the sense, yeah, he did. Djokovic won. Aussie women need 151 to win the World Cup. And chess. अच्छा, इतना कुछ स्पोर्ट्स चल रहा है. सागर भाई 24 आवर्स ऑनलाइन. टूरी बोर्ड देखते हैं, इसीलिए OTP में थोड़ा मिस हो रहा है. मूव्स, could this be possible? I think it's just oh मेरा ये इंटरनेट डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया. सॉरी गाइस. I mean मोबाइल पे. It, of course, it is a part of some touch, but that I think should have gone because he played in Peru. No, it's just about playing more, practicing more. Practicing is also more about focused practice, yeah, like with so much work happening every day, it's not like easy. Why are they not allowing me to connect to the internet? Guys, wait a second, I have to do a call. Okay. Alright, there. It started. It's done. Something happened. The internet was gone, but I think now it's back. Congrats, channel close to 3 million. Yes, guys, a lot of team and working, all of you. Thanks to all the subscribers. Okay, and it's London again. C5, E3. Oh, what Eric played, yeah? I don't know if it is going to be useful what I showed him, but let's see. Oof. By the way, guys, just to show you, we have other boards. Here we have Aman versus Dina. There we have Alexandra versus John. Can she be the one to, stop his... Here we have Eric versus Levy and Julien versus Danny and Andrea versus Sagar. And oh, I love, he's followed my advice. I had given him an advice. To 5 moves, you should be about 3 minutes. And he is about 3 minutes. Andrea is down to 2 minutes. This opening, she has to think. A6 is a line which he has deviated with, it seems. But no, it is a top move, one of the top moves. I like it. Bishop d3, knight c6. And when you also get time, when your opponent is thinking a lot, you also get time to be prepared for the next move, because then you are assuming, yes, she's going to play bishop d3 or knight f3, and she goes bishop d3. Then you go knight c6, maybe knight f3 is what you were assuming, but then she goes knight e2, and then knight b4. Okay, you want to win this bishop. I also really would have felt that this is great, I'm winning this bishop, but it does seem that black can simply go e6 and bishop e7 and castle and not really go after this bishop. Wow, no, I would have gone knight b4 any day. Like, I love the light square bishop of which is on such an open diagonal. Knight d3. तो castle नहीं करेगा तो क्या करेगा? हाँ, computer also understands this move later only. Knight d3. Bas, the most important piece is out of the board. Sometimes for some openings, you just have to know that this is out of the board. G6 is not the right way to develop the bishop. E6 is the best way. But, well, what's the problem with G6? Exactly. Rook e1, bishop g7, a4, short castle. Let's see. I like it. 2 minutes. What I like is Sagar is having 1 minute more on the clock. That's the part I really like it. Come on, Sagar, gotta win. People are like, come on, Sagar. Rag wins 3rd place in GCT. Let's go. A4 आया, A5 आया, clamp. Short castle, A5, bishop F5, queen goes back. Okay, this is a good, but this is also weakness. Yeah, the one rook is tied down generally. You have to be careful about that. E6 nahi khelna, the bishop could get a bit under trouble. Okay, just take it back. You could also go E6 actually, but I would like to take it back to D7. Yep, he does that. Well done. 1 minute more on the clock still. Well done. Take this. Take this away. The knight is very strong. You can't let it sit on C5. मारना ज़रूरी है. Oh, it's an important exchange. It's critical. Will he find it? Let's see. Ah, he didn't. But that is the second best move. But yeah, it was important that he takes it. I mean, that would have been much more comfortable. But okay. Not a bad move or anything. Knight is very strong. And here I have the full screen view as well of Sagar. Bishop e5, knight c5. Knight was better to go to b6. She goes to c5. And it's trouble actually. Oh my god. It's actually trouble because b7 is hanging. You go bishop c6 and then there is bishop h6. Suddenly this knight, yeah, you cannot let it stay. You cannot. And what is this bishop doing? You suddenly see that if this was gone, you were so happy. And normally Sagar takes such knights. I am surprised why did he let it survive. The knight goes back to d3. Alex, actually Andrea is doing fine. Time wise also it's equal. So this one is not so easy at this moment. f6 खेलना है बाद में e5 के लिए और सिंपल रुक e8 पहले, so that you are already preparing बाद में f6. Okay, good. I like it. Because now white has to decide what to do. What is the next plan? Does she go knight e? No, knight e5 cannot happen because f6 is a fork. This knight is kind of powerless. Now this bishop again suddenly is, you know, doing something. On c6 it was looking so bad. Abhi ke liye it is doing fine. I think अरे खेला क्या? Queen e3. Queen e3 is a mistake because f6 and e5. He's getting it. He's getting it. Will he play that? f6 को queen e6 check is a bit scary though. f6 queen e6 check. King h8. Bishop goes back, let's say. अरे then ये मर गया ना. Oh, f6 को queen e6 आ ही नहीं रहा है. But ऐसा लगेगा, you know, you see ghosts. I think he will take on d3. But whatever you do, you play fast. Come on, come on. You cannot be so low on time. Let's go. You are doing already well. Oof. Nope. He did not find f6. He goes knight f6. And again knight goes to c5. ठीक है, can't take again. वापस bishop c6. Bishop is not doing good on c6, but you know these moves are not so easy to find. Why is he not developing the queen though? I'm not very happy with this play. But for white, I think finding good moves is not easy. The position is pretty easy for black to play. Queen d6. ठीक है, finally queen निकल गई. Queen e7. Oh, maybe Andrea will go bishop g5 again, but then h6 है. Bishop g5, yeah, h6, go h6. Oh, you're repeating. Queen f8, but this time there is bishop e5, knight d7, bishop g7. Oh, she finds a good move. She does find a good move. Both have 18 seconds on the clock. The position is better for white because अरे ये मार के she has a good knight versus bad bishop, but she doesn't go for that. She wants both the knights here, and e5 is your chance. e5 was your chance. Oh, f3 played. That is also quite a good move. Queen goes back. a5 could become weak later. Knight f4, but you have to be careful because you have a lot of dark square weaknesses. 16 seconds for her. Andrea also started playing very fast because Sagar's time is low. Let's go. b6 played, but then a6 is weak here. a6 weak हो गया है. h4. I'm scared of h4, h5 ideas. He goes knight e5. Knight e5 मारो. Best. That knight was actually something which was a bit stressful. And now you may have b5 and b4. Okay, this is good. This is looking good. h4 played. b4. h5 also very natural. I think maybe better because you don't want a pawn on h6. Queen f2. She's looking at g4. b4 खेलना है तुम्हें. b4 थोड़ा fast. Queen g3, but is there a threat? There is a pin here. King h7. Whoa, rook h5 miss कर दिया. अरे यार, thank God. Rook d5 मर गया ना अभी. Rook d5. b4. Find a play. Find a play. 10 seconds. Okay, this is tough. I don't think it's possible to save this. Rook a8. Rook c3 खेला. Rook b4. Rook takes a6. A pawn is too powerful. Oh my God. Big miss. Big miss. He is suffering here. He is suffering in the tournament in spite of... no, this game I am not happy because there are a lot of chances which he missed. And he was more on the clock for such a long time with 1 minute more. So, a6, he's got the d4 pawn back. He's back. He's back. One rook will go back. This is also attacked. He's back. 6 seconds on the clock. Rook h4 मार दो. Rook b7 को rook a4. Oh wait, but this is not easy. Rook b7, rook a4, a7. 8 seconds for him. Check. ओ मीट हो रही है, मीट हो रही है, अरे h4 चेक, किंग h3, किंग g6, करना क्या है, किंग g6, किंग h5, रुक d4 चेक, रुक d4 चेक, ठीक है अभी विनिंग ही है, ओके नाउ ही इज विनिंग, रुक g3, h3, rook f7, yeah, h3, h2, h1, queen is going to be a mate, there is no check here, rook h7, h2 खेलो, नहीं rook f3 मार दिया, rook g3 check again, good move, king h6, h2, forced mate, oof, man, that was hello, there is sound. Oh my god, that was a big scare. Ah. Thank God. No, this was actually good in a way where I think after losing some winning games, after losing a lot of winning games, this one I feel is a good result. रिजल्ट ही देख रही हूँ अभी, ये गेम को नहीं देख रही हूँ, बाकी जगह पे गेम को देखा बट रिजल्ट को नहीं देखा, तो अभी उल्टा करते हैं, एंड आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट ही वन एक्चुअली स्पीकिंग, बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ मोमेंट्स I thought he was there by chance. Yeah, I think first moment for him was important was यहाँ पे सब काफ़ी अच्छे से मिल गया था उसको. Bishop takes a4, an important exchange. Rook takes a4. The knights in such a situation were much more powerful, especially than the light square bishop. So takes. तो टेक्स मारा, ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट एक्सचेंज था. फिर उसके बाद जो खेला वो बिशप b5, नाइट c5, नाइट d7 मूव नेचुरल था, यू वांट द नाइट अवे. बिशप e5, दिस ही प्लेड वेल. रूक e8, काफ़ी अच्छा खेला ये. क्वीन e3 को f6 वाज, यू नो व्हाट हैपेंस इज f6 को क्वीन e6 चेक एंड यू रिजेक्ट जनरली बिकॉज इट्स ब्लिट्स, या यू कांट go in deep thought, नहीं तो फिर टाइम ज़्यादा लेता था. so that is good, like even if it is not a perfect move, I think it is a good thing to do. Otherwise you would see queen e6 के बाद this is attacked and this is attacked, and then you can't make that move. so he goes knight f6, which is a fine move. Knight goes to c5. I don't know why she was not going to e5. he goes back bishop पीछे. यहाँ पे h6 मूव जो है बहुत ही मुश्किल है इन टाइम प्रेशर, बिकॉज यू आर गिविंग द पॉन. बट द पॉइंट इज देर इज़ अ टैक्टिक, एंड यू नो मोस्ट लाइकली बिशप h6 मारने के बाद फटक से ये आ जाता था. इट वुड बी वेरी ट्रिकी फॉर द अपोनेंट. सो बिशप c6, rook e2, e6 was played, which wasn't the best. Again h6 was very precise. Otherwise bishop b5, I think they would have drawn. Draw तो नहीं चाहिए थी सागर को, I am sure. e6 he played. Rook queen d6, bishop f4, he went back. And this I liked actually, because now you are going to go h6, and this was an important move finally to exchange that bishop, which he should not have allowed. And यहाँ पे भी she played knight e5, which was a mistake. Basically what white has to say is my knight is stronger than your knight, and I don't want to exchange it like that. I want to first create some pressure on you. So this really gave him a lot of relief, and now he was better. यहाँ पे oh, this was such a big blunder. Crazy था. It was like well मुझे मार दे types. Big blunder. So this was Andrea के लिए big miss actually. Ooh, but b4 was just too powerful. Well, it was a crazy game and he managed to win, so I'm happy. Let's go to the next one, which is anyway going to start. Oh, Sagar versus Aman. Oh my goodness. Okay, against 2500. Crazy. Games have begun. Oof. Is there a leaderboard? Yes, right now in leaderboard, John is 6 out of 6, 2 points ahead of everybody. So he's definitely going to become a champion. There are 9 rounds. This is the 7th round already, last 3 rounds. Levy is on 4, Eric on 4, Julien on 4, Danny on 3, Aman on 3, Dina on 3, Sagar on 2, Alexandra on half, Andrea on half. These are the rankings. So Aman is taking the d6 setup and not going for d5 ideas and all. It's very similar to, it could convert into Maroxybine structures, but maybe I think the advantage for white is maybe he will not go into that. He's completely taken the Sicilian structure, yeah. Interesting. You can delay e4 as much as you can because then it's not a weakness, and yeah, rook fd1. Good move there by Sagar. Time, fine, it's equal. That's more important. You should not go too much low on time. Let me just adjust. Hello. Yeah, सब ठीक ही चल रहा है. The camera. Yeah, I think constantly the decision is whether to go for e4 or not, because if you go in Maroxybine, here the bishop is on g2, many times it is on this diagonal, and you see these are the weaknesses. So here you have like Fianchetto and Maroxybine. He goes queen d3. I think e4 खेलना चाहिए, but queen d3, and queen d3 cannot be so good because it's in tempo, but it cannot be even bad because कहाँ रखोगे queen को? At the end of it, if you are not able to attack these weaknesses, then if black gets d5 or b5, he is going to be happy. d5 आ रहा है क्या अभी? First of all, c takes d5, knight takes d5, knight takes d5, and the queen is under attack, so d5 नहीं आ रहा है. That's why. So he goes at 6 here. Not sure of the idea, but taking it slow and steady. e3 is one option. ये pawn को कभी तो निकालना पड़ेगा. He's going king h2, knight c5 करके he rook f8. Yeah, and rooks are placed to be on e8 because in the future they are preparing for this file to be opened. Oops, this file to be opened. And also you create a square for the bishop. पीछे जाके बैठेगा वो. So that's the whole idea. But knight e1, he's exchanging the light square bishop here. And once that is exchanged, thoda sa, yeah, d5 के बाद you have to be careful with these ideas as well. So देखते हैं. Yeah, he's not playing the best form in because of reflexes, but that's how you reach there. I think it's more important to see how you're able to learn from every game, how you're able to make a progress. So these are the important things, and how you do not feel very, very sad and take. I mean, you can feel sad, but to the next round, you don't take that sadness. It's important after you lose. Recovery. So there are so many psychological things to learn from, and the funny thing, as I feel, is you cannot learn those things if you win. You can only learn those things if you lose. You learn some other things when you win, so it's not like you don't learn, of course. So, but why not to not learn with whatever is happening at the end of it? So yeah, It's great. It's a great tournament. Amazing thing what they have done. Peter and Dina and the whole Daniel's family, everyone um, making such a tournament happen. Like after a year of what happened uh, after the big tragedy. So this is just something amazing that so many people have traveled here to play this event. By the way, Sagar is doing well because, as we mentioned, after light square bishop has been exchanged, he's got the knight over here. A5 is always going to create some weaknesses, so black is careful to not do that. And time is also well managed. Actually, Sagar is doing so well. I am impressed because this one, I thought Aman really played well yesterday. So I'm very impressed. Great going. Great going there. No, I don't think Aman will repeat because he is the higher rated player. So he will try to find a way and get out. Maybe 95 he will go. Maybe Rook A8 he will play. Just, yeah, Rook A8. Rook A8. Can you go 94 and try to exchange some more pieces here? He has more time, but let's say 10 more seconds. You can think, Sagar, not more. Yeah, thank you, Leander. सागर रहना क्यों है बिकॉज आई थिंक सम बेट समय के साथ ही लॉस्ट एंड वो नाम का डिसाइड किया था नाइट C6 ओह या ऑफ कोर्स इट वाज अ गुड मूव व्हाई डिड आई नॉट सी इट मे बी ही ब्रिंग्स द नाइट बैक टू D4 नाउ or even B4 because you're not worried about these moves A5 or E5 because the squares are going to get weakened. B4. What about Rook C8? Because then B5 ko you are giving up the C5 square. It's a lot about weak squares here. These pawns are all waiting कि हाँ एक weak square मिला to jump on it. It's like the prey. That weak square is going to be like a prey. If Aman goes Rook C8, that is a good move. Will he find it? Yep, he did find it. Oh no, Rook A8 he's played. But then the Rook would have preferred because after B5 you would want your Rook to be on the open file. It's always tricky which Rook to be where. Yeah, B5 is nice. Sagar is better. And more time on the clock. He's doing well with Aman. Amazing. Amazing. Because I did think that this would be a very difficult game and could get outplayed. But actually not. He's stronger. He's doing well. B5 के बाद AB5, CB5. Knight goes to C5. Oh, he had a good move. नहीं Knight A4 बहुत tough move था यार. Free piece देके नहीं बहुत tough move था. E3 he played and now D5. A4 खेल सकता है ना A4 A5 but even I was thinking of moving the knight and bringing it over here but Rook 8 अरे A2 pawn गया oh what's the problem what's the blunder I don't get it is it no even he doesn't get it but यहाँ पे भी pressure है H5 H4 not sure क्या हो रहा है 12 seconds 6 seconds for Aman 10 seconds for Sagar I think even whatever the position is with time anybody can blunder knight A4 good move bishop goes to D4 but E5 and the piece is getting trapped oh you have to give up the piece oh no but that's a very important piece oh maybe he had thought of this but bishop A1 he's missed bishop A1 material क्या है rook down oh he's ended up at rook down and that's over because yeah it was going to be I mean it suddenly got at some place difficult but I don't know when rook C8 E3 की ज़रूरत नहीं थी I get it A4 was very natural to play though and rook A1 and A5 maybe it wasn't yeah in the game maybe you play E3 D5 knight goes to E2 A4 एक option है ऑप्शंस क्या है? रुक C2, रुक C1, नाइट E2 भी ठीक ही है बिकॉज यू वांट टू गो टू D4. व्हाट्स द प्रॉब्लम? आई लाइक द नाइट ओवर हियर. रुक A8 को इतना ख़राब क्यों आया ये मैं समझ रही थी बिकॉज रुक A1, बिशप D6, किंग G2 भी मुझे ठीक ही लगा. क्वीन D7. ही इज़ नॉट प्लेइंग नाइट A4 एक्चुअली. नाइट A4 वॉज वेरी वेरी पावरफुल फॉर हिम अर्लियर. एंड यहाँ पे आई थिंक सागर मिस दैट बिशप ट्रैप हो रहा है करके, और मे बी कहीं ना कहीं यू माइट सी कि ये मार के कुछ हो रहा है. बिशप C1 भी जाता था तो भी नाइट C3 था. He goes E5, bishop takes E5, and yeah. Oof. Yeah, this one was going to be tough actually, but I thought it will be tough from the very beginning. But I think towards the end, when Aman was down to 6 seconds, I would say that Sagar would have some chances. Yeah, time advantage he has to hold on. Like earlier, we were talking about having equal time with his opponent. Now he can actually manage to get more time. But now the next challenge will be to maintain that extra time. Okay, lovely. Now it is going to be the last 2 rounds, guys. Last 2 rounds. Sagar can play like 2-3 classical tournaments a year. It can be absolute fun. Classical he can play definitely well because mainly the time cover. I think his quality of moves is not a problem. It's time is the major problem. Where can I find? I'll tell you the leaderboard. My goodness, guys, look at this. Wait, I'll try to show you. Let me try to show you the leaderboard over here. Oops. Yep. It's John, 7 out of 700% score. Can you believe it? I believe he would be playing a lot. His reflexes would be very good because he would be, even if he would come under bad positions, he would be able to time scramble. Yeah, Levy doing well with 5 points. Eric on 4, Aman on 4, Danny on 4, Julien on 4, a lot of Janta on 4, Dina on 3, Sagar on 2, and Alexandra and Andrea on half a point. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Let's see who he is going to be playing with right now. ये गेम थोड़ा समझा नहीं मुझे कि like how should white approach, when to play E4, when to not play E4. These were I think a bit difficult. I think मेरा इंटरनेट इधर खराब है शायद से. Yeah, these were a bit difficult decisions. It was a difficult opening. I think must be studied. उसके बाद कैसे खेलना चाहिए. Going to the next game, I think we are at round number 8, and that's Sagar versus Danny. Oh, ChessBiz India versus Chess.com. मज़ेदार. Crazy, crazy. It's the 5th board over here. We will be at, and yep. रिजल्ट्स में बाकी के रिजल्ट्स ये थे आज. Danny won against Andrea Botez. Levy beat Julien Song. John beat Eric. Actually, Eric could have. Yeah, Eric could have stopped John. Matlab if I don't know now, John, who is he going to play with next? But who else? Danny हो गया. Dina का किधर था? Yeah, Dina beat Alexandra Botez. Those were the results. Earlier, Aman beat Dina. Alexandra lost to John. Eric lost to Levy. Julien lost to Danny. And Andrea lost to Sagar. Hello Nehal, how was under 7? Bharati is saying no Sagar. Why? Why no? It's a part of chess, it's a part of life. You should all learn from Sagar how to deal with losses, how to be smiling, how to fight the next game, how to recover. सीखो guys, कुछ तो सीखो. मजेदार. Let's go. He's back on the board. It's the penultimate round. I'm all pumped up. I believe Sagar is all pumped up as well. We did not have time to do the analysis, but let's see. Levy ke saath something is going on. Levy is. If you liked his shirt, guys, do check out Chessbiz India shop. New merch, and you will find the peace of mind. There you go. As I said, Chessbiz India versus Chesscom. Danny is playing well. Actually, Danny is already on 4 points, and he is doing well. In fact, so I would definitely want to believe that Sagar can do it. But in terms of the score and the form right now in this tournament, I think Danny is doing clearly better over here with 4 out of 7. And that was Sagar's score yesterday in Rapid, 4 out of 7. Not yesterday, sorry, day before. It's again the structure, Reti structure. You have the Catalan structure, the bishop on g2, b3, c4. He's going for the same setup. No more surprises there. e3, maybe Danny will go for d4 ideas over here. And I don't like it for black actually if he goes d4. It's common. Location kahan hai? This is happening in Charlotte, guys. It's happening in JW Marriott, Charlotte. Lot of people happen to come in the last 2 days. 300 players played Rapid and Blitz, and everybody honoring Daniel Naroditsky. I think something very positive is happening here. Also, the tie breaks in general are playoffs which are happening. Daniel always, wanted that. So, yeah, just the one happy thing is for everybody over here is to play in honor of Daniel. It's like a very nice thing. By the way, guys, Sagar is doing well on the clock. Sagar is doing well on the position. These are the hanging pawns, and I believe this one, Sagar should take it home. Rook c1, knight e4, knight a4 ideas, putting pressure over here on c5, on d5. But this is also very dynamic. Knight a4 right now, immediately not a good move. c4 is incoming. But c4, do you understand? Because I would feel that, I am giving up the d4 square. He goes knight e4. But again and again, you have to be careful about these, both these breaks. That's about the hanging pawns. कभी भी आगे चले जाते हैं. Not easy because knight e1 was the move. He did find the idea, but not the move. Maybe knight e2 was the move. And knight f4, because this time with the bishop here and knight on f4, it would have been a great pressure. And then knight d2, because d4 नहीं खेल सकते. ठीक है, बहुत समझ में तो आ गया है. But let's look at the game. क्या हो रहा है? Knight d2. He takes knight takes d2. Yeah, it's not a good move either. He should have played knight b4, queen d2. Okay, black is also missing a lot of things. And now c4, same idea, but without these two knights, it's a bit different because now if rook fd1 can be played. But so many moves are tempting, yeah. First of all, if you take on c4, it's not so good. But you might fall in the trap because it's a passer and you will feel it's also isolated. Your bishop is opening up. So he did take here, I think. c4. No, rook fd1. He found the best move. क्या बात है यार? Rook fd1, best move found. Time is decent, though he's less on the clock. But can he find knight c5? But then how do you ignore the h3 pawn, yaar? इसको कैसे? If like Sagar, then where to purchase? Yeah, Chessbiz India shop you can purchase the shirt Sagar is wearing. Queen d7 and Sagar is thinking because it is definitely a key moment if you want to play a move like knight c5. King h2 looks the most natural. Okay. क्या सोच रहे हो सागर? You cannot think 1 minute lower on the clock would be very difficult to fight. The reason knight c5 is working because bishop takes c5, rook takes c5, bishop takes h3 के बाद d5 is hanging. I think he was looking at both the moves and he played king h2 and he is plus 0.7. But guys, it's not just about the position, it's also about the time. And Danny is increasing his speed now. Now knight c5. घुस जाओ अंदर. Chalo, you're doing very well. Very well. बस bishop d4. ये क्या? I know he wants to exchange the bishops and bring the knight over there. I get it. So what is the problem? The problem is after knight d4, queen d4, bishop f6. And a lot of pieces could get exchanged and you have to be careful if you lose a pawn and then this is an extra pawn. So that's something you have to be careful about. Knight takes d4, queen takes d4, rook takes c1, bishop f6 played. Queen कहाँ जाएगी? Queen d3 maybe. He's lost the advantage. The position is equalized. Actually, black is happy with the position and the time. So it's not easy for Sagar, to save this. Queen c5 is a mistake because d4, he finds it. b3 is hanging. If you take e takes d4, there is bishop d4 and f2 is also hanging. Oh my god, blunder. Ooh, gaya, PC gaya, yeah. This is like a collapse, yeah, it wasn't, big collapse. Wait, did he calculate? Did he go into it consciously? Maybe he's seen much more than what I thought. Oh, शायद उसने देखा था. But then maybe queen d6 might have been missed. Because rook a1, bishop a4, queen takes, rook takes, bishop a4. फिर भी ठीक ही है ना? What's the problem? Takes के बाद ये hanging है. Oof. अरे यार, just. Oh no, this was a. Yeah, one thing is very clear. He cannot be lower on the clock. He knows that. अभी कितना ही try करेंगे ना और क्या ही कर सकते हैं. You do your best at that moment. And at this moment, if you are in practice, this is your best, yeah? I think the thing is he has to continue working on chess. इसके बाद कुछ भी हो जाए, guys, I'll make sure that he continues working on chess. I'm very motivated to, see him play to his strength, up to his strength, because I know his strength is actually way more than, this is not his strength at all, what he's playing. He must be playing at 2200 level. Yeah, d3. Done. Bishop goes back. This is also trapped. d2 and then he flagged down and he resigns and then he is like okay, it was a bit tough. What I'm not very sure about is this he played well. Queen d7 सब बढ़िया था. इधर उसने knight c5 क्यों रिजेक्ट किया ये मुझे नहीं समझा. मतलब I thought that he wants maybe the knight to sit on c5. Yeah, it would be very powerful. Imagine if this knight cannot be captured. And that's how, like what you've learned, that this knight over here will be better. So you decide to exchange the bishops because the bishop is covering the square. And that's where you find a move bishop d4. And you think if knight takes d4, actually how is the move ed4? I know it takes away the pressure, but you still have the c5 square. It was a decent move, by the way. Queen takes d4 mara, rook takes c1, rook takes c1, and after bishop f6, his blunder was queen c5 because d4 आ गया. Queen d3 के बाद this needed to be protected because d4 was a discovered attack, and also queen on c5 is taking away the square of the knight. So यहाँ पे d4 आते हो तो knight is jumping. So queen c5 became wrong in every aspect. First of all, taking the square of the knight, and second of all, not keeping the b3 pawn defended. So वो खेला queen c5, and then d4 के बाद it was complete collapse because even if you, oh, he could have played bishop c6, wait, and now queen d6, maybe things are slightly different because if you take on d6, rook takes d6, e takes d4, bishop b3 आएगा. You're not losing a piece, but maybe instead of that, can I save this? Can I go knight c5 भी नहीं जा रहा है. b4 खेला तो you can't let it survive. Then you have to, give the b3 pawn and say ठीक है तू passer है, but maybe passer हूँ. Yeah, this was possible in time pressure to play. हाँ, but rook d1 के बाद bishop, he missed bishop b3. Basically b3 पे ध्यान ही नहीं था उसका. ध्यान रहता ही तो queen c5 ही नहीं खेलता ना. He would have just gone queen d3 or any other move, even queen d1. Okay, last round, guys. Last round है. Proud of Sagar. He's representing Indian community. Yes. Yeah, opponents are also playing well. I think ये tournament में already, if you see the standings now, new standings, guys. Let's look at the standings. We have after 8th round. Bhai, John is insane. John is like completely insane. Look at his score. एट आउट ऑफ 8 भाई सबको आ रहा दिया. दुलाई इंसेन. लास्ट राउंड किसका है क्योंकि maybe that's the only chance. Levy on 5, Danny on 5, Dina on 5. Wow, Dina is playing really well. No, I don't agree. Dina's rating is 2120 anyway. Aman on 4, Eric on 4, Julien on 4, Sagar on 12. Botez sisters have not managed to win, but they've also been actually playing well. It's funny that they also have been playing well. I'm sure they would have had some winning games or, some games which they were doing very well and they could not convert it. So, but I thought Botez sisters are regularly playing chess, or now maybe not anymore, because at least earlier I did see them traveling. I'm not much of a social media follower and all, so I don't know. But Eric on 4, yeah, I thought he could be there on top. Okay, let's look at the last round pairings because maybe people are already there. We have Levy versus Sagar. Array, insane. And I'm interested to see who is. John is playing Andrea. 8 out of 8 versus half. But for Andrea, this could be the tournament which could, change everything for her. This round, I mean. Because if she manages to beat John in the last round, it will be icing on the cake, yeah? So I would be rooting for Andrea here because I would like her to get that kind of a thing for herself, and stopping some streak of a player would be nice. But I, of course, know practically it's very less chance when your opponent is like on 8 out of 8 and in such a form it's close to impossible, but that's what you want to do. And here we have Aman versus but okay, that Alexandra, that was earlier round. They're still analyzing. We have Danny versus Aman, Eric versus, 2 बार क्यों नाम आया है 9 बोर्ड पे? डैनी वर्सेस अमन और एरिक वर्सेस अमन 2 बार आया है, कुछ तो गलत हुआ है. लेवी वर्सेस सागर, जूलियन वर्सेस अलेक्जेंड्रा बोटेज, जॉन वर्सेस एंड्रिया एंड डीना वर्सेस जूलियन. सो जूलियन का भी 2 बार आया है, कुछ तो गलत हुआ है इनका. Not sure what, but yep, guys, this is the last round. We have 300 people watching, and I'm very happy all of you are rooting for Sagar no matter what. क्या भी स्कोर वोर को नहीं देखना है, just happy that he's playing and he's trying his best. Amit says, I am Amrita, I have been losing more than usual in my recent tournaments. My last 4-5 tournaments were disaster. I have a tournament in a week. Can you suggest me how can I get back to my previous form? Exactly. I think everybody is struggling there. Intense tactics, time management. I would like, I don't know how much time you have in a day to prepare, but if you have, let's say, 6 hours, if you don't have, then make it 3 hours for whatever it is. But very intense, this like challenging yourself. There are these puzzle rushes, puzzle streaks everywhere. Chess.com, Lee Chess Biz India, टैक्टिक्स ट्रेनर हर जगह पे है, हर जगह के अलग अलग टैक्टिक्स सॉल्व करो. चेस रंगा पे यू हैव रियल गेम्स के टैक्टिक्स, वो सॉल्व करो. 500 positions are there. Just decide you want to do it. So one part is definitely chess is 99% tactics, so you have to do that. You will see the blunders happen in less time. So one thing what you can try to do is when you're solving tactics, you can keep very less time for yourself, maybe like 30 seconds, and see what you are coming up with. And whatever move you are going to be playing in the board, maybe make that move and see if it is right, yeah, or if it is a complete blunder. So maybe this is something you could try it out. Also, I think you can find a pattern from your last 5 tournaments which you played which were a disaster. As you mentioned, was it one move blunder, was it opening mistakes, was it just time pressure? Like, you will find one common pattern, and based on that, if you can focus much more on that, solving that pattern. For every pattern you will have a lot of ways to improve. Of course, in 1 week it's not like it will be a very drastic change. It depends on how intensely you can prepare, but still you have to just keep trying your best, yeah, whatever is possible. John winner with round to spare. Yes, वो मतलब I think पहले ही round to spare के भी पहले हो गया. Who is this guy John? John is a very famous guy. John Bartholomew. He's done a lot of courses also. Revenge, Dhurandhar, beat Levy Sagar. Guys, Levy is playing very well. Levy, नहीं मैंने एनोनिमस सेइंग अमृता कभी कभी पता नहीं क्या बोलती है, बट इट हैज़ हैपेंड विद सो मेनी पीपल. देयर इज टू बी दिस टूर्नामेंट नेशनल ए, and it was like the most premium tournament of India. Like, it's like earlier from that, in fact, a player would qualify to Olympiad, and that would be like first to play district, then state, then national B, then national A. So it would be like the एकदम absolute best फॉर्म में जो है वो ही खेलते थे. And somebody would be in a bad form, and then it has happened like I don't know how many times they would beat a player who is in form. So it's definitely not at all unrealistic what I'm talking. I'm not talking about this tournament, but I'm talking in general. This has happened a number of times. I believe in my 30 years of chess career I've seen it happen so many times. So sorry, मैं कभी कभी कुछ भी बोलती हूँ, but अभी तो कुछ भी नहीं बोल रही हूँ. यहाँ पे मुश्किल तो है. It's always very less chance though, but that's what it is about. Next chess live कब है पता नहीं. I realize I should drink some water, guys. सागर का बोर्ड नंबर क्या है by the way? थर्ड बोर्ड है शायद से. सागर, welcome Sagar. Just from the beginning, play super fast, be calm. No matter what, remember the shirt you're wearing, peace of mind. Whatever the result is, just have your peace of mind, because nothing is worthy, to take it away. One loss is nothing in life. 10 losses are nothing in life. 100 losses are nothing in life, but nothing worthy to take your peace of mind away, guys. So, yep, make sure. I love that he's always smiling. Isn't he so cute? अरे बोर्ड चेंज हो गया क्या? Wait, Sagar is black, no? Last time, what did he play? E4, E5 खेला हुआ था. Right. India versus USA. Remember Dhurandhar, Mehmetto is back. Guys, last round. Last round you're gonna set it. I don't know next when you will see Sagar playing, but this one is the last one. So everybody, let's have a watch party. मजा करेंगे. देखो मेरे को पकाओ मत रिजल्ट कुछ भी होएगा तो उसका प्लीज. We are gonna enjoy whatever chess is happening right now at this moment. Very very cool. Levy versus Sagar once more. हो जाए. D4 begins. It all begins here. Ooh, bishop g5. It's Trompovsky, but the knight is not on f6. Interesting. It's just that making Sagar think, deviate, that kind of a thing. It's a blitz style. It's not with Sagar. I mean, he would be, I think, deviating in openings in general. c6, I like it. I like it. c3, so he's not going for c4 ideas at all. And this is actually pretty comfortable, but the problem is that you don't want comfort. You want time. Bishop f5. Love it. I mean, imagine Sagar is a Caro-Kann player, yeah? And you have c6, d5, and you are able to get your bishop out. Can this is not even London where your bishop is here, but I think it could merge between London and, अच्छा e3 खेला है. Yeah, London and Caro-Kann and whatnot. Queen b3, क्या चल रहा है ये opening? I don't get this at all. Doesn't it look comfortable for black? But as I mentioned, comfort इधर मैटर ही नहीं कर रहा है. It's like गाड़ी है, बंगला है, ये है, वो है, पर टाइम नहीं है. Okay, the bishop is exchanged and knight g f6. ठीक है. What black was suggesting, just as an engine, just to learn, just to have the knowledge that no need to exchange this bishop. Ye bishop is not doing so well, so no need for that. So bishop e7, but you will exchange because it's natural. Ki why not? सब ठीक ही लग रहा है. h3 played, and now do you want to take a break on c5? c5 खेलो खेलो, or you first want to bring your rook to d8. c5. Glad you found that. And you have more time. You're doing well, Sagar. 2 out of 8. It's fine. You're doing well. You're playing against a guy who is 6 out of 8. But you're also playing against a guy who is... Guys, how many subscribers is Levy having? More than 5 million, I believe. You promised to beat Levy, did he? बदला हो जाए. बदला तो नहीं, but I just feel he should... There should be a good chess. Like, we just want to see some good chess. Okay, that's a very committal decision, which Sagar would generally not take. I'm surprised. मैं पहले c4 खेलती थी तो वो काफ़ी मेरे को ये positionally it wasn't supposed to be a good move. You know, यहाँ पे you just have to bring the queen back and go b5. So you basically are playing French, but with the bishop out, and you are happy. And you know why white is happy to exchange this? Because in French, exactly, this is a bad center, I mean the bad bishop. But knight c6 and b3, ooh, this is the reason why if you play c4, you don't allow b3. He knows it positionally, but I think to find queen d8 move was not easy to just defend this. So knight c6 natural move in blitz, takes. White is doing fine, but okay, black is also pretty okay. Mainly it's not about perfection, it's about keeping that time balance. So हाँ, time से अच्छा कर रहे हो, बाकी तो चलता है. Slide better, slide खराब, it's all fine. Levy played Levitsky attack. है क्या ऐसा कुछ? What did he play? Knight f6, bishop d1. Interesting. So he wants to exchange the bishop or what? With bishops. No, he wants to maybe play b4. Knight e4, bishop e4. Knight d2. What a nice move by Levy, actually. And now c4. No, he wants to exchange the bishop. But it's a happy thing. Exchange kar lo आराम से. ज़्यादा सोचो मत. You're happy, Sagar. You're happy. Just exchange. Rook f8. Good move. Oh, you have to be careful. Knight d4. क्या ही move रहेगा. So rook c1 खेलेगा वो. But rook c1 a5. Because whenever there is c4, you are also prepared with your pawns over here. You want to move the queen. You want to go b5. a5 b5 खेलना है. Will you find a plan? Will you find a flow? या नहीं? Because ऐसा नहीं है कि इतना easy है ये move. a5 is not so easy, yeah? Because you're constantly thinking of your opponent's ideas and you're trying to see what can I do. So natural is like a rook c7 move. वो natural है. Is knight a5 also a possibility? Wait a second. Yeah, it's also natural, I would say. Both these moves. But if he finds a5, amazing. Equal time. अभी नहीं सोचना है. You have to not go into the valley of thinking. Deep thinking. You don't need depth here. यहाँ पे you see a good move, you make it. Guys, in Blitz it's important. See a good move, you make it. Blunder नहीं है. Queen d8. Actually, he found a good plan. Rook f8 खेला. Rook c1, Queen d8. He found a good plan. Earlier, if he would have found it would be more powerful. But अभी c4 आएगा. It's fine. c4. What are you prepared with it? D takes c4. You're doing good. You have 1 minute on the clock. Your position is very fine. You've equalized, in fact. So you are doing good, Sagar. Let's go. Levy has 7.8 million subscribers. Insane, man. He's like done so much for chess. Crazy. Queen e7 क्यों अच्छा मूव नहीं था. अभी कंप्यूटर इधर Queen e7 बता रहा था. ठीक है. It's like the top moves. And what is the difference after d takes c4, b takes c4, Queen e7? Wow, I mean, this is what I hate about engines. Like one moment you tell something else, the next moment the same move doesn't work. c5 played, rook d8, knight c4 and e5. Oh, but d5, he missed d5. Oh no, rook d5 को knight b6 fork. Oh no. But he did not find it. No, he found it. Levy found it. Takes को knight d4. No, but he didn't take it. But d3 मार दो. मारना तो है ही, मतलब you have no choice also. Nope, this is... You don't want to exchange queens because it feels like you will be lost. But actually you can exchange queens. क्योंकि तुम अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते. यही बोलने वाली थी जब इसने अवॉइड किया. दैट्स वे मोर नेचुरल. यू फील इट्स लॉस्ट एंड गेम. रूक d7 के बाद तुम क्या करोगे ना. रूक c d1 के बाद द गुड थिंग इज d8 इज कंट्रोल बट f6 इज वीक. एंड क्वीन f3 के बाद दिस विल बी अटैक्ड. क्वीन d2 ही गोज. 20 seconds. Still both of them are around 20 seconds. तो ठीक है. ट्रांसमिशन एरर था वो. क्वीन b5. देर माइट बी सम डिस्कोर्स. नॉट बैड. क्वीन d5 वेल प्लेड बाय लेवी. rook f8. he defends here. Now you bring the other rook. Yeah, rook e1. But there is no rook e7. There is rook e8. Oh, look at this move. Rook e8, queen f7. How do you stop that? Oof, you can't stop that. Maybe knight b4, but then b7 is hanging. Oh no, it's over. Yeah, he goes knight b4 without... queen b7, there is queen c5. But queen d6 played. a5, rook e8. Queen f8. Oh, what a nice finish. Actually, he was doing really well. I think what changed over here was c5. पहला तो queen e7 के बाद c5 आया. So if he wanted to go queen e7, then he had to go over here. Not to allow the strong center, because now if you go c5, you go b5, and the point is this pawn is not come forward. तो ये काफ़ी डिफरेंस था. मतलब ये देखो, आफ्टर d takes c4, b takes c4, यहाँ पे if you go b5, still playable only. Mainly your backward pawn is you are trying to push it, because normally you don't get to push it. Oof, oof, oof. I don't know what is their conversation happening, but Levy suddenly has a dominant position and he's gained so much space over the board. Yes, he's a positional player. He needs to be up on time. Yeah. No, it's not just positional. I think it's more about Anmol bhai. अरे कितने ही लोग आ गए support करने. Oh, we had 500, 600 people क्या watching. Okay, this might be the final moments. We had 600 people, which is a good thing for the B5 के बाद. I think it was okay still. क्या खेला? तो यहाँ पे I think big blunder हो गया. Rook D8. Not big blunder. Knight C4 के बाद E5. You know, when you have the thematic moves as a positional player, those you play, right? Because they are thematic. But what happens in Blitz, sometimes at a precision level, they're not working because tactically something is happening. And again, you see the whole thing. I mean, the problem to solve here was one was opening में ज़्यादा time नहीं लेना, which yesterday was happening, but today he had solved this problem. Yeah, today he was doing very fine from opening, if you see. So that, you see, with every tournament you have solved one problem. Now he also solved a problem of in the initial stage he's not using a lot of time, which was happening yesterday and before. That problem also he solved. Now this is the next problem, that towards the end when you have equal time, how you are not again going lower on time, or how you are able to not do tactical errors. That problem you need to do more tactics and you need to have more reflexes, so you need to play more. वो भी हो जाएगा solve, but उसके लिए like then you have to play continuously. You see, एक खेला सीखा next में apply किया, खेला सीखा apply किया, तो ये करना है. Again you are finding the right problem and then you are able to improve. This is important. So all those who are playing at intermediate level, let's say very frequently, you have to detect your problem firstly. If you are detecting and if you find some obvious ones, it's very easy to work on them. तो वो कर देना. Yeah, anyhow, Sagar did his best. That's right, Mamitto. And thank you all for helping, supporting, rooting for him, and being very, very, what to say, kind. Thank you so much. Mamitto, thank you for your super chat. That's चाय की ज़रूरत है मुझे. TRY89, you've always been supporting. We'll wait for Sagar, by the way. I think he might come. Oh, look at this hall there. But maybe there will be people who will also and now they are setting up for the Blitz event, because there's going to be Nakamura playing and a lot of others will not be streaming it. You can watch at the official stream, definitely. But unacceptable कुछ नहीं होता है, DC. It's only when we make it unacceptable for ourselves, it is unacceptable. I think, as I mentioned, more important is to have your peace of mind to learn and to improve. It's not like you're not learning from it, so that's more important. But you cannot be completely ruthless to yourself here, because you have to know your limits. It's unrealistic if I'm going to be saying that, okay, Sagar will manage his time perfectly well. Yeah, he will. If it was in 2018, 2019, 2000, maybe 20 also, because towards that time he kind of stopped playing after 2017. So if you're talking about 10 years later, then how much has he played? It's only in the last 1 year after India versus USA, he kind of played a bit more, like at least something in the sense. So 10 years में अगर नहीं खेला तो you cannot be so unrealistic to yourself, and we don't want to be, I think. I mean, of course, you have to look at the whole positive things, what you're learning, and so many beautiful things from this tournament to take away, guys. And just to get this opportunity to play, I think a big thanks to Charlotte Chess Center, to Peter, to Dina, to everybody involved in this whole organizing team, Daniel's family. I mean, I cannot even fathom the fact that for his mom, to be being a part of such an event, to honor is a beautiful thing. At the same time, it is so difficult. It's like a constant reminder of something. But then, you could look at it positively by kind of seeing that Daniel loved chess, right? And chess is happening here, and so he is going to be loving what is happening. And through that, you kind of get some energy. It's not easy to be doing like something so proactively, productively. Um, it's very difficult for people to do it, I would say. Just in a matter of a year, so many people came and supported overall. But to be mentally ready to put out yourself there, she was there from day one. She has been doing the opening moves, like opening on the top board, and just showing up and smiling, and just looking at everything positively. I think how many people can do that? It requires huge mental strength. There you go, Levy wins. Okay, Mike is hosting it. And who? Oh, by the way, John, a big, round of applause, guys, for John, because he made 9 out of 9. Crazy score. Levy reached 7. He's second. Danny finished third, which is a great result as well. Dina finished fourth. I think she played excellent. Aman on fifth spot. Julien on 4.5. Eric on 4. Sagar on 2. Alexandra Botez on 1.5. So she did manage to beat somebody. And Andrea on half a point. So these are the standings here. And you see, who's that? John. Yeah, John winning a big round of applause to him. 9 out of 9 is never easy in any tournament. 100% score to बहुत ही मुश्किल है. So big round of applause. And there you see Dania's mom giving him the trophy, congratulating him. Really, really amazing. There you see Sagar is there in the audience. Well played, Sagar. I am proud of you. Mike always there, doing a wonderful job. Also, I think this would have ignited the fire in Sagar. I believe. I do think he will continue practicing, and as I said, I will make sure of that he continues practicing. He needs to play 1 month of bullet. He will be back. Yes, I think he'll be back. If he wants to be back, he will be back. It's all about your will, right? They say for a chess player, if they had reached a certain level, generally it's a matter of some time to reach that level back, and they will always reach that level, like with practice, because that was their highest level, right? Okay, some reflexes will change. Maybe it might be some little strength impacted, but the original strength, very close to original strength, you will always reach in general. So, yeah. Can you bring Samay in the commentary? Many people. Yeah, if Sagar comes right now, I think we can give a call to Samay. VK says nothing but love and respect for all of you. Are, thank you so much. Levy is good. Yeah, Levy is very good. I think he also played very good yesterday. No, it's not a bad day. I think for you need to prepare more. You have to be realistic also. But as I said, yeah, this is the tournament hall, guys, and coming back, I am very proud of such an event happening and Sagar getting the opportunity to play, and also Sagar playing well. I mean, yeah, the score does not match the quality of his play. That I will definitely say. 2 out of 9 is different when you have lost, outplayed, got crushed, and so on. Realistic score, if he would be in practice, would definitely be very different. I think he could have scored 5 points, like many others who would have scored much more if they were in much more in practice. When you're creating, when you are every day is not going into practicing chess, it's very different. I do think John would be way more in touch and way more playing and better reflexes. So definitely 9 out of 9, great score. But that also helps all other creators. If this happens again and they get a chance again, everybody would want to come and beat John. And they would like to say to John, you know nothing. So John Snow नहीं है इधर, John Bartholomew है इधर. सो सही है. बट मुझे तो बहुत मज़ा आया. आई लव्ड लुकिंग एट एवरी मूव, एवरी डिसीजन. आई एम डेफिनेटली going to think deeper also over here, what all to do. And हाँ, प्रैक्टिस तो करनी ही है. And thank you all of you who wanted him to win. Yeah, it's now there will be Blitz. How many of you will watch on the official? Official. I want to wait for Sagar for a while. I don't know if he will be. Is he there? He's still there. Does he have his phone? Because he might wait for me otherwise. So I'm not sure. 2 मिनट के लिए रुक सकते हैं. 5 मिनट के लिए रुक सकते हैं. Would you like to talk to Sagar if he's here? So I'll call him. No, but he's talking. He's busy. Why am I calling him? And we have Abhidya over there waiting to, I think, interview John, it seems. And here I am. And maybe let's. This is a 1 minute delay. I'm just looking at it. Maybe one standings. Let me show you the final standings actually. After following the whole tournament, these are the final standings here. Just a moment. Getting them. Yep. Here we have the final standings. So John 9 out of 9, Levy 7, Danny 6, Dina 5.5, Aman 5, Julien 4.5, Eric 4, Sagar 2, and Alexandra Botez 1.5, and Andrea Botez on 0.5. Of course, if you look at Andrea's rating, it was very difficult for her, so she did fight her best, which is amazing. And yep, let's go back to it's not Sagar's format, but then you have an opportunity to improve, definitely, which is good. I think he's never played yesterday we were thinking, when was the last time he played like Blitz event on the board, and he usually has not played much Blitz even otherwise when he was very young, and he's not played too many Blitz tournaments also. He's not even played too many like Blitz at ऐसे evening, like रात को सब खेलते हैं फ्रेंड्स, वैसे भी ज़्यादा Blitz खेला नहीं है, तो he's not really, like, he likes it ऐसे slow and shanti से. Please call him. Yep, I will call him. He is there. Okay, let me check. But I don't know if he's taken his phone or not. I'll just check with him if he's gonna come or not. उतना ही पता करती हूँ. नहीं है. ठीक है. So I think I'm calling him. फ़ोन उठाता है तो पता चलेगा. Oops, sorry. He's talking to Peter, I think. नहीं उठा रहा है. Amaya says, I think such tournaments are refresher for Sagar Bhai as he is commentating and not playing. So looking forward for him to play more games. Definitely. He says, Sagar Bhai, we love you. 2 out of 9 is a bad score, but this is not your reflective of your true strength. Your practical skills like time management, tactical sharpness is just a bit low. Just practice. Nice. No, he can teach, he can practice, he can do everything together. I think the tournament is over. Maybe I should go down, guys. Maybe I should. Last what we can do is we can yeah, maybe now I think I could log out of this. Incognito mode. Oh, you can see it? No, good. Yeah, maybe I could just go over here and oh yeah, he's left from there. He might come. They're removing the they're setting it up. Maybe I could just wait for one time and see if he can do if he will join. We can wait for last 3 minutes. That's the puzzle rush time, and then we can I'm just getting the full board. Also important is for me not to end the stream immediately because yesterday I had made that blunder. Yep. Let's go for 3 minutes. If Sagar... Oh, Sagar is here. Awesome. Hello. We are having Sagar Shah here. How are you, Sagar?
I'm good, Amruta.
Proud of you, Sagar.
Well, okay, I played well on time, I think.
You really played well, actually. Yeah.
On time. Not, I think on the board, maybe with Levy, I didn't play well.
No, you were actually doing very well, opening and everything. You played well.
Yeah.
सब कुछ बढ़िया था. Bishop c2 takes कितना ही अच्छा खेला इधर. You know the funny thing is direct queen e7 was important.
Yeah, because he doesn't get
c5
the
को
c4.
b5 है तुम्हारे पास.
Not even that, he doesn't get the c4 square for his
Yeah,
knight.
and okay, even if you took, let's say it's not like super bad or anything. You played queen e7, c5 को b5 खेलना है. Your b pawn has to move.
Yeah,
और
such
इसको
moves
control
are
करना e5 बहुत ही
such
ये
moves
था.
it takes me 30 seconds to figure out, and when you have 55 seconds, it's very tough.
Oh, got it.
Board
No.
is not there. Amruta, I have like
ठीक है.
Daniel Naroditsky's mom is ready for a short interview.
So yeah, I will
So
also end the stream
Yes,
in 1
yes,
minute.
Yes. Levy finished second. First was John Bartholomew. I had a good chance with him in round 1, perhaps if I had played better. But one thing is very clear that I am not so good at last few seconds. So maybe it requires a bit of practice. And if I do that, perhaps my results will improve. But apart from that, it was really a lot of fun to play. So thank you all.
It was a lot of fun
who
to
stayed
see your
back.
games. मस्त किया तुमने.
हाँ.
बहुत सही. I'm gonna come down. कहाँ पे आऊँ?
नीचे ही थर्ड फ्लोर पे.
But where is the interview?
हाँ, सब थर्ड फ्लोर पे.
किधर है नहीं पता.
तुम एंड कर देना.
1 मिनट के बाद.
एंड हाँ, वो थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग 1 मिनट के बाद करना. हाँ, बाय.
Bye. Okay, guys, all of you sending all the love to Sagar. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye. We will meet soon. Maybe we do some bullet streams, I think. Good idea to do it. Sagar also. Okay. Memetto says Sagar and Amrita always doing the best for streaming and feel me like in a family. Thank you, Memetto, for always supporting every single stream, at least dropping in, saying some good words. So, very sweet of you. Very positive. So, thank you so much. And, guys, take care. And a big firstly wait, I should not forget something. I should definitely thank Charlotte, for being here, and I should thank Daniel's family, Peter, Dina, and everybody in the organizing team who invited us, who had us over here. Should thank Nordwin Gaming, who did all the setup from India.
Yes,
And
Nordwin Gaming.
Nordwin Gaming,
Thank you, bye. Thank you. Achintya
helped so much. He prepared every single. There were like multiple scenes, so many things on OBS. A lot of buttons over here, which मेरे को कुछ टेंशन ही नहीं लेना पड़ा. अनमोल भाई did all the overlays. बहुत कुछ किया. I think it was so much which was managed over there. And for the first time, we could stream from here, connected with the computers which are at Nordwin Gaming and their servers, and OBS भी वहाँ से ही हो रहा है. मतलब I am seeing it over here. कुछ तो crazy किया है, but it is so good. And big thanks to Nordwin Gaming for this support, because earlier इधर क्या इंटरनेट भी होटल का नहीं रहता स्टेबल. आज तो चला ही गया था. सो या एग्जैक्टली वो भी हो गया. सो बिग थैंक्स टू देम ऑल्सो. एंड वी हैव आवर टीम वर्किंग. अभ्युदया भाई तो मतलब फर्स्ट 2 days when we reached here, he was so unwell, full gone tha completely. And from third, he's like there, right there, covering every day, doing so well. Then we were like very lucky that Kshitish came, he helped us. So it was amazing how things happen, and we met so many people over here, US mein. We also met our friend John, who is a photographer, candidates me. He had taken such amazing photos, and he gifted Sagar a full photo book, from Candidates 2024, which is so beautiful. So I say, what, there were little things which keep happening, which are so good. You take away from here a lot more stuff. Magesh was here, who is our friend since childhood, and we're gonna be going to his home after this event, and we're gonna be staying there. So we're gonna be here in US for a while, and they have Kings and Queens Academy in Raleigh. So they have a lot of things. Last year we had visited there. It was a bit what to say, because we were going to message actually Daniel, because it's just 2 hours from his place, and to meet, and then we heard the news, and it was very difficult for everyone over here, because also being so close to this place, it could not happen. But that time we were at Magesh's home, and that period was very difficult for the whole chess world. And there was later funeral, and I think everybody from Nakamura to so many people came to the funeral at San Francisco. It was there. Such things happened, and this year, this moment, big shout out to Daniel. I'm sure he's here, he's happy with what has happened in general, and we also met some of the players over here who are his students, there is so much happening in general. So just wanted to say thanks to all of you who joined and spreading positivity. So Daniel Naroditsky, I think, loved so much. I think he, after what happened, to get to know, he was always so loved, but what was completely very clear that he was loved by everybody, and he was such a smart guy, being the author at such a young age. When he was just 14, he was from Stanford, and he would be good at anything what he would do. It's not like we met him many times, but it was he was the kindest person. Whenever there were the interactions with him, He'd also joined on ChessBase India stream is also there. I think it was about London system if I'm not wrong, but I could be wrong. But yeah. So in general, I think we all have a lot of love and respect for Daniel, and this tournament, this whole event, not tournament, it was like a festival, and I think people were feeling the joy of playing chess. I think that's what would matter the most for him. He would not love anybody to be just sitting sad and crying and feeling bad. He would love if people play here and learn from here and then are able to improve. That would be the biggest thing for him. So I'm going to make sure at least that in our control, Sagar can do that to keep honoring him even more. So let's do it. Let's all do it, guys. Let's stay happy. Let's spread positivity. Let's learn. And yeah, let's not look at whatever. I'm not going to be looking at whatever hate or anything. Like, why there's no hate actually, because yeah, it's all whatever people want to perceive, they are free to perceive, and whatever we have to take from there, we have to take. Yeah. So I think I'm taking a lot of positivity and love from all of you who have shared that in the chat. So thank you once again. I might be repeating things, but I think this is definitely a difficult moment. I remember even Robert, who played here, who is such a close friend of Daniel, and day one we were talking, and he was also mentioning it is very difficult to play because initially you're not like, you can imagine, yeah, how tough it is for all the people who were so close to him and still doing everything, like from organizing to doing so many things, logistics and this and that, interacting with the people. And yeah, it's hard, it's tough, but the show must go on, as they say, and it's going on, and we do it in the best possible way. So guys, take care. Life is very unpredictable, so at this moment it's more important to just be happy. Nothing so worthy of hurting yourself. So just, I hope whatever situation you are in, it's definitely possible to fight it out and to overcome it. No situation is really so bad if you are already listening to this. So stay happy. Okay, thank you so much. Take care.